All right. What was turning into a Philadelphia runaway has turned to a Philadelphia, you could argue, a collapse. And Patrick Mahomes, in one of the most courageous games, as Antonio Labs is in the building. Congratulations to him. But Antonio, what I'm leading to right now is something that even you have to admit ruined a phenomenal game. And that is that refereeing holding bullshit call on third and long. Referees should let the players decide the game. Jermaine Habib, good to see you, family. Jermaine, fly, cry, Eagles cry. Good to see you guys in here. This is why, folks, we talk about great quarterbacks. This is why my mic over here. This is why Jalen Hurts, who played a phenomenal game, give that young brother a lot of credit. At the end of the night, Shake Money's in the building. At the end of the night, Patrick Mahomes showed all of you on this planet why Mahomes is the best in the business. As the Kansas City Star just emailed me. Jermaine, good to see you. Tack is in the building. Yo, Tack, why don't you come up for a little bit? I'll drop the link. We're going to talk about what's coming in the NFL draft. You know? Wow. Yeah, it's staying. I'm just getting this started. Back to my monologue. You guys have to admit that the referees ruined a great game. I was calling it the greatest Super Bowl of all time because Mahomes, with the comeback, with the bad foot, and everything that went with it, and instead, what I'm going to talk about tonight and in the future about this game was the gutless officiating. And don't take nothing away from Kansas City. Kansas City showed you some heart in this game. Okay? Chiefs showed you some heart in this game. So I'm not taking nothing away from them. What a comeback by them. But goddamn. Can't the referees for once let the players decide the game? Hurts the real MVP. You can really say that. Real talk. I mean, to me, and um, the referees ruined a great game. They did. They ruined an excellently played game because the referees have to be seen and heard all the time. Beat boss, salute family. Saying hello to everybody. That's why you see me quiet there. I'm gonna get into the highlights of the game. So, game was damn good until the end when the referees this didn't let the players play. And I hate when that happens. I mean, you want the players to decide it on the field. That's what you want. Okay? You don't want it to be controversy. And trust me, that Super Bowl will be controversy. Because the referee said, let it go. Kansas City kicks a field goal, and then Hurts will have 2 minutes to drive down the field and try to be Superman. But Mahomes wins a second MVP. He is an upper echelon class now. Clearly the best quarterback in the sport. And the best football player in the sport, or none. And it's going to be interesting moving forward for the Philadelphia Eagles. It's going to be very interesting moving forward to the Philadelphia Eagles. Very, very interesting to them. Anybody wants to come up can come up. Let me also say this. Getting back to Kansas City. What courage they showed in the second half. Mahomes outscored Philadelphia 24-11. They was down 10. They win by 3. And we ain't gonna get shit like this no more. My first guest is one of my favorite people on the planet. What's up, Tess?
What's up, motherfucker?
How you doing, man?
Good, man. How you been, bro?
I'm good, man. What do you think about the ending of this damn game?
Man, I didn't even want to watch that shit, but you know, I gotta see how the story ends, bro. So, um, I ain't like that shit. I ain't like the whole the the
Holding penalty?
shit. Yeah, I ain't like that shit. But at the same time, nah, you saw all the shit they got away with in our game.
Yeah.
So that's karma to me, fool. So at the end of the day, they wanted Patrick Mahomes, their golden boy, to get another one
Yeah, you damn
and
right they did.
and move on from Tom Brady. Like this is the best way. So the torch has officially been passed. I mean, like Tom Brady retired, Patrick Mahomes got his second. He's the only quarterback with 2, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
there you
he's the
go.
only one.
The torch
Yeah.
been passed, man.
Yeah, he's the only one in the NFL with two chips now of the
So that's
quarterbacks.
it. It's official. That's his league. No more sharing it with Tom Brady and Aaron Rodgers. That's his shit.
Come on up, Shell.
Josh Josh Allen, that shit. Yeah, you feel me? Like all this shit gonna play out for like team rise to the top. When
Yeah.
that nigga in a year or two, they're gonna be like, I can't believe we used to have Josh Allen as an MVP candidate. Like he's gonna fall off that hard, bro. Watch.
I think so too.
Dog, the beginning domino piece was friction with Stephon Diggs. And all
Yeah.
that tells me is Diggs is like, bro, I can't win with this cracker fool. Like this nigga suck. I'm this shit. You the trash? Man, come
And
on, bro.
and
So
Tess, let
that
me
nigga
also
gonna
add to
fall.
that because I said this a
And
couple of weeks ago. The organization backed Stephon Diggs, and the GM felt that the players were scared to play Cincinnati. And like I told everybody up here,
but
Buffalo is reeling right now. You know,
Buffalo is on their way to where they were supposed to be. Bottom of the fucking map. Even I even like the Jets better than them. You feel me? Because I see what the Jets doing with their defense, and I see some of the potential they got. They just need a quarterback. Buffalo thought they had a quarterback, so what they did, they surrounded the whole team around him. Little do they know, they never had a quarterback, and all those pieces that they surrounded around him, that
Yeah.
bill gonna be coming due soon. Fool, they gonna have to pay them motherfuckers like Von Miller, all that shit. That
Yeah.
shit coming up. So they ain't gonna be able to keep that team around him, and then they're gonna think he's gonna carry them without no digs, without no, you know what I'm saying, without that defense, because that defense ain't stay the way it is.
And Third
So
Ward, we totally agree
Buffalo to
with you.
me,
Good.
yeah,
Go ahead, Tess.
Buffalo to me
Yeah.
at the end of the day, yeah, they're gonna be like they might be the fourth division next season, depending on what he do at quarterback. Because if they telling me they moving forward with Tua, then it's gonna be either us or them that's at the bottom of the division next year. Because I think the Patriots might fuck around and go get that quarterback from Tennessee. And
You like him,
I'm
don't
looking
you?
at
All right, Tess,
hello.
went out for a second.
But you
Yeah,
went out.
right here. We hear you.
Oh, okay, yeah. That that quarterback for Tennessee,
Yeah.
Hendon. Yeah, bro. Before he got hurt, bro, he was looking like Watson to me. And because he hurt,
Yeah.
nobody gonna fuck with him until about the second, third round. That's around the place I think Bill Belichick might scoop his ass up. And if they get him and he right, well, we might be
Interesting.
fucked. You know what I'm saying? Like go look at his highlights, the Tennessee quarterback.
What
Yeah, I
dude?
know you talking about the Alabama game alone.
What's his name?
Tell your skills. What's up? What's
Um,
up, Iman?
I'm good. What's happening, Mace?
Good. I'm pissed off at the end of this game. Third
Yeah,
Ward is
not
on
like
point. Mahomes balled on one leg. The guy is phenomenal.
I did not like that ending.
Even there.
Fuck that.
Referees should
Yeah.
let the players play. Tess, I'm gonna look up the kid from Tennessee.
I mean, I like Mahomes. Mahomes deserve it, but yeah, they're gonna be the this decade's team. So they're gonna probably get one more next year, and then after that, they won't get one at least till 2030. So that's the plan. That's what they put in.
You think about that, Tess?
Oh, I ain't here. I'm driving, so I be hitting a couple dead spots on the highway. So
My
that's why I
man
keep
just
going
said
in.
that Mahomes. This is Mahomes' decade now.
No, it's the Chiefs decade. They're gonna give it to them. So they're gonna be just like the Patriots were last decade, the 2010s and the 2000s, and the Cowboys for the 90s. They got 3 in each decade. They're gonna get 3. So they'll probably do it next year.
Nah, I think this is it. This is it for them. They
Is it for
made
them?
their run.
I
Yeah,
don't know
because
about
the
if they did it with one
the
leg and a defense like that.
That defense is
the
not that good.
It's not as
yeah
straight ass,
the
bro.
defense suspect.
Every
The
time I
Kansas
look up,
City.
the Eagles were on the 50-yard line, easily
Yeah.
moving the ball.
Who the Eagles had no business being it. Dog, you think bro, if the 49ers was here, man, we blow the shit out of
No,
the
y'all
fucking
wouldn't.
Chiefs,
49ers
man.
were that shit
No,
and stop
baby,
it.
Bro,
no.
They put it in the
I'm
script
trying
for
to.
Jalen Hurts to fumble the ball. That's the only reason. Eagles defense only gave up 31 points. That other
My
touchdown was
nigga,
defense from Jalen Hurts. Come on, bro.
there's no way with a fucked up ankle, Pat Mahomes would have did anything against the 49ers defense,
Ain't
bro.
no
I'm
way.
talking about anything.
All
I
right,
agree with that.
all right. What did Nick Bosa do in the Eagles game?
But did you see the game, my nigga?
I seen
Like
the play.
we.
I've seen all of them.
Okay, all right. I'm gonna ask you a
They
question.
neutralized Joey Bosa. Oh no, Nick Bosa.
No, you got
Shit.
you got to think about it. We had no quarterback, so
That's right.
What does it
pretty
now
much.
quarterback have to do with them neutralizing?
I'm trying to explain to you if you let me talk, bro.
Go ahead.
All right. If you neutralize our quarterback, then you already know we're going to be playing from behind somewhat as they were playing from behind the whole game. So now, as an offense for the Eagles, you're dictating because you know no matter what, even if you do give the ball up, and remember how many times, and I know it's Sirianni's MO to go for it on 4th down, but you keep us off balance when you know that on the other side, you got no viable option. Like y'all ain't got no quarterback, so we could sit here and just run the ball. We could sit here and double team and triple team Nick Bosa because
Facts.
we know
No,
your
it was
whole thing.
it was 1-on-1. I seen that shit. It was 1-on-1.
Let me ask you a question, Iman. Let's go back to the second
All
quarter
right.
of that game.
So,
I got this.
Iman, go ahead.
Yo, go ahead, Tess. Go ahead. I apologize, brother. Go ahead.
No, you
People
good.
rather listen than you and me. Go ahead.
Nah, he good, but what I'm saying, he talking like Nick Bosa trash, and I'm like, all right, if he
say he's trash.
no, but
Lincoln,
I know you did. Well, hey, I can't talk to people like him, bro. Like you talk to him.
I got it. Stick around.
But Chris Jones got to Jalen Hurts tonight.
I want to go back to the second quarter of the 49ers.
There was no
game.
sack. It was only one sack that was technically.
And he ran out of bounds.
Right?
I'm gonna go back to the.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go back to the. I'm gonna go back to the second quarter of the Kansas City game. Okay. I mean, excuse me, the San Francisco game. You're gonna tell me on 5 straight third and longs that number 7 held a receiver 5 straight times? Come on, Iman. That changed the whole
Which
game,
one?
bro.
What are you talking about for
Philadelphia, San Francisco, when they called 5 straight holding penalties on third and long on number 7 to San Francisco.
On 7 on San Francisco?
That's right. 5 times. One of the main reasons, Iman, I didn't cover this
Bro, they were
Super
running
Bowl.
all up and down them, man. Come on.
Iman, one of the reasons why I didn't cover the Super Bowl was because of the poor officiating 2 weeks ago. Tonight, you're going to tell me that last play on the second to last series of that game, you're going to tell me the referees could just let them play in this type of game? Instead, they gave it to Kansas City?
Bro, what side you on? I'm on your side. I was for the Eagles. I said that was a bad play as well. You talking about the one on Juju, right?
Yeah.
That was a bad call.
What he was saying, I'm going to say what Itest was trying to say to you. The way you phrased the Nick Bosa thing, what you said, is like the way you said it. It was like if Bosa was all that, how come he couldn't do nothing?
No, that's not what I said. That's not what I meant. This is what he said. He said if what is that? San Francisco would have been in this game, they would have beat up Mahomes. And I said no. They wouldn't have been able to keep up with the Chiefs. Even if Brock Purdy was 100%. And this is why, because the Eagles defensive line dominated. They dominated the 49ers and they dominated tonight. The only reason they got this because Jalen Hurts fumbled or dropped the ball. They put it in the script for him to drop the ball. That was the Eagles defense. Right. That's why I said the Eagles defense only gave up 31 points.
31 points is a lot of points, though. What's up, Akoma? 31 points is a lot of points.
So they said only 31 points like it ain't shit for that. 31 points, you lose, my nigga. That tells you, bro.
Like the offense did, you win.
Bro, let me ask you a question. If somebody take away one of your arms in a fight, I'm just asking, like they take away one of your arms and we having a fight, bro. Do you really think you really stand a chance? Like you probably could keep it interesting.
I'm training kickboxing.
But that's what I'm saying, fool. Like you could make it interesting, but at the end of the day, fool, you finna lose. It's just a matter of time. So now. At the end of the day, when you sitting there and you watching the 49er game, what else was Nick Bosa supposed to do? You know, at the end of the day, you're in a pass rush for the rest of the game. It's easy for a team to game plan around you. I don't know if you play ball, but that's what they do. Once they know you, okay, so once we know you're handicapped in one area, we're going to tee off on you, bro. And they knew that the 49ers had to be in pass rush mode because there's no way they were going to stop them from running the ball, especially when they know they got no fucking offense.
All right, but at the beginning, everybody starts with 0, right? In the opening drive, the Eagles went down and scored, I think.
And how did they score? On a bullshit fucking fourth down catch that if they gave them boys like a chance to fucking review the ball, they purposely gave them the back. What you said?
There was 24 more points in that game. They only scored 7.
No, okay. At what point, bro? We're out of the game after the first drive.
All right, let's say that was the bullshit.
It was crazy. It was still 7-7. It was 7-7 at halftime. You mean to tell me the other team don't have a quarterback and you can only manage to have them down 7-7? Come on, man. The Eagles was not ready.
You can't brag about Brock Purdy when he's doing well, and then when he gets hurt, he's out. Oh no, come on, man.
How you gonna brag about okay, you're bragging about him because when he's healthy, he's playing. Why wouldn't someone bring up he got hurt in the game and couldn't throw a pass? He couldn't throw a pass, bro. Have you ever seen a game? I'm talking about high school, Pop Warner, maybe Pop Warner, but high school, college, where the quarterback threw 3 screen passes and the other team won.
You can't say he was that good.
I'm asking you a question. I'm asking, fuck that game. I'm asking you, have you ever seen a game where the quarterback of the opposing team threw 3 passes and the team that had that quarterback won that game?
I've seen it before.
What game? What game?
You said in high school? That's what you said.
High school. See, that's my point. You had to go to high school and some shit that probably no one ever heard of. No one probably ever heard of that game you're probably going to talk about right now. That's what I'm trying to tell you, fool. Like you had to go to that extent.
A few years ago with the Packers and the 49ers, right? And Garoppolo threw 8 passes and won.
Okay, but that's my point. Garoppolo he was able to throw. They took the ball out of his hands. We had a quarterback that physically could not throw. And then when they put the 4th stringer in, he got fucked up. So basically, you're operating with no quarterback. Man, why am I even arguing this point? Anybody who knows football know that game. That's what I'm saying. For anyone who knows, that was not a fucking game. And to prove my point why it was not a game, the Eagles showed up against Kansas City and got smoked. Because they never had a challenge. They never had a challenge in the playoffs. You gonna tell me that the Giants game? You telling me the Giants game was a challenge? You telling me the game against us was a challenge? At least the fucking the Chiefs, they ran up on adequate fucking. They should have, but they didn't. That's what my point is. They actually were in a fight. Your boys, they basically strolled through the playoffs and then ran up on a motherfucker that been in a couple fights and got their ass whooped.
Tony, you want to speak?
Tony Herbert.
No. I'm waiting for Artest to finish. Hey, Artest, I saw your thing with Grant Cohn, man. That was a interesting show, dude.
Oh, I appreciate it, man.
Yeah, no, and I agree with Artest to a certain extent, but
don't fully agree with me. Like, I want to hear your points, but like that's where I'm coming at with it. For like, you could prove me wrong.
I'm gonna bring up the Kansas City game. There was certain plays that I can't. There was plays left on the field for the Eagles, and that was a bullshit holding call. That was a bullshit.
He didn't even hold him.
No, it was.
It wasn't egregious enough to call the holding.
Exactly. You should just let the players decide championship, not some goddamn referee that want to kiss his boss's ass. Go, okay, boss, I did it. I made sure the Chiefs won.
And then on top of that, it was within 5 yards. He's allowed to do that.
Oh, I'm gonna.
You feel what I'm saying? Like,
go ahead, bro.
He's allowed to pressure him within 5 yards. So yeah, they got away with one. But the Eagles did like May said. What did they do in the championship game? Every 3rd down, bro, they called a fucking defensive holding call on Tre'Davious Ward. Every time. You're already winning. You're already winning. You already know the other team ain't got no quarterback. They still were like, nah, we're going to make sure. We're going to give them every call.
Facts. I said it up here. They was making sure Jason Johnson wasn't going to be in no damn Super Bowl.
And my question is, how did the Eagles not stop that same play? Like
Exactly. The whip route.
Yeah, that whip
I'm watching it.
They told them not to. They wrote the script. They rewrote the script and told them not to.
Bradbury's a damn bum.
They got no business being here. They have no business being in the Super Bowl, man.
So who's supposed to be in the Super Bowl?
Bro, I already went through this, and you're going to sit there and tell me I'm false. But it was supposed to be a 49er Chief. Bro, it was supposed to be the rematch, my nigga. Like, that would have been a real game.
I promise you, San Francisco.
I think you a Cowboy. He probably a Cowboy fan or something. That's
No,
why
he's an Eagles
that.
fan. Iman's an Eagles
Giants
fan.
fan. He's a Giants fan.
Eagles.
Here,
Nobody,
he's a Giants fan.
nobody's an Eagle fan, bro.
Well, I get Eagle fans in here, but they're crying right now.
All the people
Philly,
from Philly, man.
Z's.
Yeah, screw that, bro. That shit ain't real, man.
Yeah, no, and to be honest, like when
That's
it comes
okay,
to that
Tad.
game, it was an entertaining game. I thought it was going to go to
It's the best
overtime.
game I saw through that play. That
Yeah,
call
Yeah,
by
yeah.
play.
Never played with fucking 2-point conversion, bro. Real talk with Jalen Hurts.
That Super Bowl was the shit into that
Yeah.
call.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
Mace, do you think that game was? Do you guys think that game would have gone to overtime?
No, I think
That's what I
if
thought it was gonna
Kansas
go that
City
way.
would have kicked that field goal like they
Yeah.
should have, Hurts would have drove down the field and won the game. Because they couldn't stop Hurts, bro. Look what Hurts did when they went up by 8. Drove him right down the field and did the 2-point conversion. He scored
Yeah.
a touchdown and the 2-point conversion.
That
That showed me he couldn't be stopped by the Chiefs.
yeah, no,
Yeah, yeah.
and for
Every
me
fourth down,
the
they made it.
Yeah.
was it the AJ Brown catch that they called a catch when it was clearly an incomplete when
What? Say again, Tony.
wasn't that clearly a fumble to you guys because he made a football move.
Oh no, that wasn't because you have to make like the referee
You
said
gotta
in the
make a
move.
move. He didn't
You had to
a
make
move.
3 moves.
No, but the issue is how could the receiver make a third move when the corner was already on top of him?
On top
That's
of
the
him,
issue.
yeah.
So there was no way he could have made a third football move, Iman, to qualify. So that
let
should
me-
have been a clear fumble because there was no way he would have made a third football move. Do you agree?
Before you
That was
answer, let me say this to
incomplete.
Tack. Yo, Tack, we got to hook up and make a date so we can do a mock draft, bro. So we could do a pre-draft for
You know
the
what?
NFL.
You know what call that they messed up too on? Or was that Devontae Smith one, the other one, where he had the ball going out of bounds?
Yeah, he caught that ball.
Yeah, he caught that because his arms underneath it. But they said,
Fuck him.
yeah, I don't know what camera they say if it was.
No, I think the Goddard one was incomplete. He didn't have full control of that ball.
That was a makeup call, Manzano, for the one they blew with Devontae Smith. The referees do that in all sports. They give you a makeup call.
Oh yeah, no. I rewatched the Devontae Smith one. That was a catch.
I
But
just told you they gave him a makeup call. They knew they effed up the Smith catch, so they gave him the Goddard catch because Goddard was bobbling the ball out of bounds. They
Screw
do
them.
that in all sports. When the referees know they blew it, they make up the call.
you don't wait a minute. The NBA doesn't do that, Mace. The
Yes, they
NBA
do.
doesn't.
The NBA is notorious for doing it, bro. Come on. I will say this for Super Bowl. When I got eye test up here for the beginning of the show, that means that the game was good, but the
It was
controversy
good.
effed it up the game, bro. I love the game until that call.
Yeah, I wasn't even gonna watch it, but I was like, it was a
I was
good
the
watch.
same way.
But then I was like, man, that was it. Kind of like symbolized the whole season for me. Like you'll give us a good product, and then you'll throw some fuckery in it.
Yep.
My
Like-
mother is the biggest Patrick Mahomes fan. You know what my mother said at the end of the game?
Yeah,
The referees gave him the championship. That's what
come
my mother-
on, fool. Let them
Even-
earn it.
Fans know, man. That was some
Come
nonsense.
on, man. Let them earn it. Just like, dog, I'm telling you, there was no way they were gonna allow Brock Purdy to make it to the Super Bowl.
No,
It
and
would have,
Josh Johnson-
you know, it would have all, you know, all the scouting, all the how people get hyped about the draft,
Mhm.
all the analysis. That shit would have went out the window if Mr. Irrelevant would have made it to the
Let me-
Super Bowl, bro. That
Let
shit
me-
was not gonna happen on their watch, bro. There was
Exactly.
no
Yes,
way they were
yes.
gonna allow that because that makes a lot of people look bad.
Yes.
You let the
No,
last guy
31
make it to the Super Bowl, bro.
It's true.
Do they keep Brock Purdy or do they let him go and start Trey Lance?
Why would you let him go? He's a
Or trade him?
rookie.
Let him go or
Like,
trade him.
why would you trade him? That's my point, fool. You seen how many
All right,
quarterbacks didn't make it. You got to let somebody finish answering your question before you keep talking.
What's up, fellas?
Get up here, Dustin.
Right.
Did you ask
Like why would you let him go if he's under rookie contract? You have a propensity of getting your quarterbacks hurt. Like every quarterback on their roster got hurt this year. I ain't letting shit go.
What's up, fellas?
Somebody gonna
What's
be
up,
missing,
Orange and green.
right? And you already gave up a lot to get Trey Lance. So what do you do with Trey Lance? He
You
comes
didn't
back
give up shit. That shit over with. This the last draft where them number ones really meant something. Now we back drafting number one again. So what did we lose? We drafted Trey Lance and made 2 NFC championship games since. So what we need to blow everything up for? We don't have to get rid of shit.
Prime, but
You don't got to get rid of nothing. All we got to do is just keep adding shit, bro. We need a corner. We need some interior linemen. And, you know what I'm saying? We got to see what's up with Javon Kinlaw. I'll let his big ass go. He didn't do shit. But other than that.
Was that the guy Cohen was fighting with?
Yeah, bro. This nigga's talking all that shit. Got sunflower seeds jumping out his mouth. Ain't do nothing all year, bro. And in his contract year, dog. That's why I'm like, yo, because you know how most niggas is. They don't do shit, and then they contract year, they ball the fuck out trying to get that one good payday. He couldn't do that.
Jacobs.
Come on, bro. He couldn't even do that. So he trashed me, bro. Like we replaced him
next year, bro.
Dog, we could have had DeForest Buckner. We let DeForest Buckner go for him.
I wonder how Tyreek Hill is feeling right now.
I just said that to my old boy.
Right now, man.
I said that to my old boy.
Go ahead.
No, I said that to my old boy. I said, damn, Tyreek Hill at the crib, like, damn, how could I have had another Super Bowl?
Yeah. And the Kinlaw situation, like when I first saw that interview with was it Kinlaw and Cone where, or was it another player that he called? He was calling a bust, or like he wasn't.
It was Kinlaw.
Yeah.
In fact, the time Test came up that night, I said, Tess, it just happened like 15 minutes ago.
I didn't know. May showed me. I was like, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah, but as a media member, you should be a little bit more professional than say some of the comments he said. Though you have to agree, Test. As a media member, he made some unprofessional. Besides saying the bus, he said some other stuff in that interview that shouldn't have been said. To
yeah. He said like, no, but here's the thing: it's not what he said; it's how he stays on them. Like I don't know if you watch him, but it's not. It wasn't that one thing he said. It's the continuous bombardment. Like he hits them up every day. Like if he knows you're a player that you're always hurt. Every day he turns on that camera, he's gonna be like, he's hurt, he's hurt, he's hurt, he's hurt, he's hurt, he's hurt, like every day.
And the other issue, he plays nicely in the locker room, but when he gets on the show, it's a fit. I feel it was a fake act when he was in the locker room doing he was being nicey with Kinlaw, saying you're doing good, but when then he goes onto his podcast and says something different. There's something very suspicious about that.
And that quarterback name, by the way, for you, Tess, is Hendon Hooker.
Hendon Hooker, yeah. I think he's nice.
Go ahead, Tess.
With Tony, like, you know what he is? He does satire. He does chop job shit. Yeah. That's how he gets your attention. You feel me? Yeah. Like, if he came on, like, bro, he was doing this shit. I think when he blew up was when I started fucking with him. But not because I was fucking with him, because he found a formula, and his formula was basically be the Rush Limbaugh of football talk. Like he's just gonna say the most shock jock shit, and if it's stick, it's stick. Yeah. But here's the thing, though. You're a millionaire football player. You shouldn't give a fuck what this white boy is saying, bro. Like, so that's how he gets them. That's his hook. Like his thing is, bro, you're a millionaire football player. You shouldn't give a fuck what I'm saying. And if you do by chance hear what I'm saying, it should only serve as motivation. Like, okay, this is what the people think about me. So let me go ahead and prove them wrong. But they take it so personal, and you feel me? It's more about like it's a societal thing, bro. Like this generation is sensitive as fuck.
It's our generation.
Yeah,
it's my
cool,
generation.
like exactly. So we ready to shoot shit up for nothing, bro. So that's how he approaches it. He knows, you know what I'm saying? Like that's what I'm trying to tell you. He knows like this is a trigger happy generation, bro. Like if they get mad, fool, they going there. You know what I'm saying? So he
Grant
uses
Cohn is
it to
basically Tony and the boys in Philly, right, Mace?
that's it, bro. He just knows how to fuck with you. He knows how to push your buttons, and if you let him, like me, I get a laugh out of it, bro. Like I'm like, there's no way this white boy could ever make me mad because one, he don't know me. Two, he don't control my pockets, bro. Once you start listening to him and taking his critiques to heart, fool, how if you worried about Grant Cohen, how is you worried about Jalen Ramsey? Like Grant Cohen should be the last thing on your mind, bro. You got all these monsters on the field to worry about. You worried about a reporter? I don't need you on my team. Real shit, bro. If you worried about a reporter, I promise you I'll fucking drop your ass, bro. Because that means to me your priorities ain't right. Because this fucking go ahead.
This is what pisses me off with our franchise, specifically the Dolphins. On the other end, they're protecting the quarterback from horrible critiques from the media. I ain't
gonna lie. Go ahead. My bad.
No, it's total bullshit that you're protecting a grown man from the critiques of the media.
While you guys are talking, just give me. Go ahead, Tess. Then I'll talk after.
I want to say, look at the media in the '90s versus the crappy clickbait media now, dog. Everything is flipped. Like they were actually cordial, would build nice relationships with people back in the '90s. Like you actually had to sit down and let somebody had to let you even have a conversation with them. Like
it all changed when the salaries went up. Shout out to Sheep Stay Sleep TV. Go subscribe to him. My man.
No, and Akuma, I think social media. Sorry.
All that click.
Shout out to Brother Love.
Just be saying anything, and of course that's gonna piss people off when you know it's not true. Like, what you mean? Like, I got other people coming to me telling me what this person said. Like, yeah, that's gonna get irritating after a while. Like, it's not just about what you're focused on. Other people bring things into your focus sometimes.
That's true, but why do you think like players like LeBron, like the top niggas, what they say they do? They turn shit off, bro. Like, I can't hear what you're saying to me if I'm not looking at that shit. They actually looking for his videos. That's the point, fool. Like, if I have to go into my phone and type your shit, I'm looking for it.
Gotta be exempt from those type of things because you got such a tight circle, and plus the NBA can't touch you. Nobody in the NBA can say like, "Oh, let's get rid of LeBron." You're gonna get rid of half, like your whole paycheck. So there's some people that are just like protected from that type of stuff. You know what I'm saying?
No,
they're not gonna talk so much junk about LeBron because if you really make LeBron mad, it won't go well.
No,
he gets them fired.
I get what you're saying. No, I get what they're saying. But I was just using LeBron as an example. But I'm just talking about what he does to not feed into the bullshit. He just turns it off. So that applies from the LeBrons of the world to the motherfucker at the end of the bench on a 53-man roster, bro. If you don't pay attention to it, it shouldn't affect you, fool. Like, if you really like, you know that's probably going to be something that's going to affect your focus, turn that bitch off. Some niggas, bro, they go, I noticed, I'm telling you, I noticed. There's some people, fool, they get up, they take a shower, they go to work, they come home. They don't listen to the radio, they don't watch TV. You feel me? They in their own little world, dog. Some people are like that. And if you know you're a nigga that your focus could be taken away from you by something somebody else says that doesn't know you, bro, you got bigger problems in life, my nigga. Like, real shit.
Yeah, no, and I blame social media the way, like, social media in terms of the press, the perception from the press too, has affected this generation too, because social media has made it easier for fans to connect to these players, and they can say anything directly to the player if they follow them. Do you guys agree?
I agree with that. I'm thinking on another level too. Like all LeBron, okay, as much as LeBron does, right? He got commercials. He got to walk through a locker room. So if one person past all the camera people past all the other workers in that building. Like, if one person said something about social media, that means the information's out there now. So it's like, it's really actually hard to avoid, even in real life, dog. Like,
You think so? Cause bro, I could turn my YouTube
what you
off.
said, Ron. Like, it just takes one person to say something stupid like that. Now you're like, kind of think about it, but you're kind of not. You know what I'm saying? Depending on the person.
That's true. No, I agree. That's true. That's true.
Yeah, and we were talking about that. Me and me and Mace were talking about this when it came to like sports. If social media was back was up when Marino was playing, like in his prime in the 80s, he would have.
Who knows, bro?
Yeah, who knows what would have happened? Like half of those players, I think, would have gotten kicked out of the league for half of the stuff they were doing and stuff like that.
I'm gonna go back to I don't know who was talking earlier, but he made a very good point. Iman, yeah. He said, what's going on? Like, why the announcers? It was something along that line, like how the announcers are today or the media is today. Something along that line. Here's what I noticed about it, fool. Like, the media now, and because of social media, they get more exposure. Because you remember, back in the days, we could only watch ESPN, Chris Berman for highlights. And then you had other shows like, I used to watch Inside the NFL on Showtime. What was another one that used to give us highlights back in the day? No, I mean the one that gave you the highlights after the game.
Yeah, George.
You know, nah, I don't know. Like, I'm just talking from my aspect. My thing was prime time with Chris Berman.
Yes.
On Saturdays, I would watch Inside the NFL, and then right before the game, they'll give you like the recaps. So
and the Wide World of Sports too. Don't forget ESPN's Wide World of Sports. They used to show highlights on that too, like in the 90s. Remember that, Mace?
But I'm talking about where they dedicated the show specifically to football highlights.
Oh, okay.
You feel me? It was really just those two shows. It was Chris Berman doing prime time, and then it was Inside the NFL that dedicated the show to highlights of that week. Bro, it went from that to now you got the Stephen A's and the Skip Bayless, to where now they glitched it to where they made themselves on the level of the athletes. Now they think, you feel me? Like they approach their job like, you see Skip comes to the job like he just, like he's in training and shit like that. That's the persona now that they have of these analysts. Like, they think they're on the level of the player. Fact. The more disrespectful and the more shock jockey I could be, the better points I could make. Like, they be basically on TV like just disrespecting each other, fool. Like, you watching a nigga like Stephen A talk to you watching a nigga like Stephen A who ain't never done shit talk to a professional athlete. Like, he know what time it is. He telling them they wrong in the sport they play. Come on, fool. It don't get much more upside. No, it's upside down, bro. It's basically revenge. It's Revenge of the Nerds. Remember that movie? Yeah, Revenge of the Nerds? Bro, the nerds is running shit now. They think.
I remember that.
Yeah, no, and the one I really hate is Skip. Skip got put in his place with the whole DeMar Hamlin situation with Chris Carter. Remember me? Yep. After he made that ignorant comment on Twitter, remember?
Yeah, but Skip, forget that. About 2 months ago, when Skip told Shannon Sharp, a three-time Super Bowl champion and Hall of Famer, told him that his career ain't nothing. He'll never be in the same class as Tom Brady.
Brady.
I remember right about that shit.
Come on, fool. How dare Skip tell you that to Shannon? You saw Shannon Sharp? Shannon Sharp looked like he wanted to split him.
Hell yeah.
And you remember his voice got all high? How you gonna tell me? And I was like, yo, you supposed to reach over that desk and bench press Skip, bro.
Ain't you the same nigga that played varsity and played JV as a junior? Ain't you the same nigga that averaged 1.9 points as a senior? Like, you can shut Skip up like that.
I can't hear what he's saying. Y'all hear him?
I heard Dusty a little bit.
Dusty, what did you say? Sorry, repeat what you sounded far away a little bit.
No, I was saying, ain't he the same nigga that averaged 1.9 points as a senior in high school? Ain't he the same dude that played on JV as a junior?
Yeah.
Bro, he trash, fool. I'm talking about like people like that got no. You know who they are? You remember Dusty? Like y'all. You know what I'm saying? People like who play sports. You remember when we used to play, and all the nerds and girls used to be on the sideline watching us?
Mm-hmm.
That's who they are, fool. That's who they grew up to be, and they were like, damn, I could never play in high school or college, and no one liked me. So now I'm gonna become a journalist and verbally attack these guys. That's all that shit is, bro. And now the man made a whole career out of it, and he really think he that.
Yep.
But fool, like your life is based off watching other men and critiquing them. Like
I'm gonna say this: this society has become Lord of the Flies, dude. Lord of the Flies.
Shit escapes, my nigga. And then when you look at it, you see how people react to certain things. You like, am I in a fucking alternate reality, dog? Like real shit, man.
It feels like the Twilight Zone, is what it is.
We live in Virginia.
Virginia.
Oh Jesus, Dusty. Oh Jesus.
We live in Virginia.
It's a comedy show, man.
Yeah, it's more about it's clickbaity now. Like Akuma said, like these journalists care more about the clicks than accuracy and stuff like that. They don't do their research correctly. They're too lazy, and then they have the nerve to get mad at the fans for not giving them the accurate information.
Well, let me ask you a question, Marzano. They said that my Raiders is allowed Derek Carr to go visit the Saints. Now,
He ain't allowing shit.
Now, do y'all think that we could possibly get maybe Lattimore in a second?
I think. I think you might get a
canceled
first.
that deal. He
Who
canceled that deal.
What deal?
The car. I just read it.
Yeah, Derek Carr.
He canceled that. He vetoed that.
He vetoed that. Clause.
Yeah, he said he told them he ain't going to the Saints or any other team. So he basically forcing y'all to release him.
Yep.
You ain't read that shit?
I
read that.
Reported that early this afternoon.
My fucking stomach.
Yeah, no, honestly, I think what happens, you guys release him and then trade for Aaron, Dusty.
I don't want Aaron Rodgers, man. Fuck no.
You saying it like you got a choice. You better take him or Garoppolo.
Aaron Rodgers going to the Jets.
You know what? But at least if we go get Garoppolo, it's only going to cost us a third. And at least Garoppolo knows the playbook. And at least McDaniels knows Garoppolo.
Man, Garoppolo ain't gonna make it, man. He's gonna make 4 games and then he's gonna be in the tub. So
fuck yeah, man.
Jets, Jets for Aaron Rodgers.
I don't. You know what? I'll trade him to the Jets if they give us Quentin Williams in the second, or if they give us Jermaine Johnson in the first. Y'all can have Derek Carr.
Bro, you're not in the driver's seat no more. He's in the driver's seat, so he's making the deals. He's making the deal.
And for me, I think for me, the Green Bay Packers really don't have any leverage whatsoever to ask for whatever they want from Aaron Rodgers. Really,
you're wrong. Because
because they got him under contract.
And Aaron's working with them. So when Aaron comes back next week, you're gonna get that decision. Once he comes out of that darkness box that he's going into tomorrow morning.
Man, fuck Aaron Rodgers. Oh.
Yeah, no, and Aaron, again, gonna repeat this. Aaron, out of his own mouth, said he does not want to play for the Jets. He does not want to play in cold weather.
Aaron either coming to the 49ers or to the Raiders.
He's going for San Francisco. He ain't going there.
But he could say that shit.
And they won't trade. And Green Bay already announced they're not trading him to the NFC.
So his only bet is the Jets.
Colts.
Maybe the Colts
to the Dolphins, man.
Everything that goes to the Colts retires. That's a retirement home now.
Damn.
Real shit. Tell me the last 3 quarterbacks.
It's true.
Damn.
It's true.
That's a retirement home, boy.
No. Andrew Luck, Phillip Rivers.
Matt Ryan, bro. Matt Ryan ain't retired yet?
And Carson Wentz, you might as well call it that.
No, he
Andrew
retired.
Luck
They out of
too.
there.
Yeah, I said
Look,
Andrew Luck.
when you're bringing a former analyst out of the booth to coach your team, now your shit is up in the air, man.
No,
You
it's
bring
Bieniemy. It's Bieniemy
Jeff
that should be the
Saturday.
coach.
No, I'm talking about when they brought Jeff Saturday in that bitch. I was like, yeah, damn, them motherfuckers don't know what they
What's
doing
up,
over
nicer?
Hey,
Apparently,
hey, can I ask y'all a question? What you think?
What do you
What y'all?
want, bro?
The eye test. What you think about that fumble, man?
there. The Jalen Hurts, that shit looks suspect, man. Like real shit, man.
the same
Like real shit. I'm looking at it and I'm like, whoa, this man ain't like, you feel me? He one of the more sure-handed motherfuckers. He been handling that ball all year.
Come on,
And he
man.
wait till
Now,
the Super
let
Bowl
me
to
got
do
my
that.
fingers, nigga.
Come on, bro. Like but here's the thing. They assume we're just stupid, fool. Like at this point, we're just dumb fans.
Yep.
They're gonna
Hey,
give us whatever
hey,
they want, bro, and
hey,
we're gonna consume that shit.
and let me say something while you ain't here. You was the first nigga that said Jalen Hurts was that nigga. I didn't believe it.
Trust me,
Give out,
fool. I
give out, give
get
out.
that shit a lot.
You said that on draft night. I remember.
I appreciate you, bro. Cause a lot of niggas be acting like they got amnesia.
No, I give
Nigga be
you all the
telling
love
them,
about
no,
Jalen Hurts this week,
you, bro, you, Manzana, like, you feel me? I ain't talking to y'all. I'm be talking about other people. They be
The
acting like,
haters, yeah, I know.
you
yeah.
feel me? Like, shit, I said
I
2
did.
years ago
I
ain't
did
come
not
through.
believe in Jalen Hurts. And he was like, but he did it before. He played at Alabama. He did his thing. He won the Heisman. He just choked in the game. And then now you see him. He did his thing.
Yeah, and for me, people say they give credit to the development of Jalen Hurts to Saban. For me, it's more Lincoln Riley, to be honest, because Riley's offense was more quarterback friendly
No, but
at
this is the
Oklahoma
thing.
than Alabama. Do you
This is
agree?
the thing. When you get coached by Saban, bro, somebody like that, and it's not just
Yeah, but
that.
Manzano, a
It's not.
couple of
It's
weeks ago, you disagreed with me about that. You was giving all the credit to Nick Saban.
you know what?
No, I gave it.
If somebody
No, I
coaches
didn't
you
say
hard,
Saban. I didn't say Saban. I said Riley deserves all the credit for that development.
no.
I don't know
No,
about that.
because you got to think about it. He's first of all, he spent 3 years with Nick Saban. When you get coached hard like that, you either gonna sink or swim. You feel me? And I think that
And your
getting coached
test,
by,
thanks for coming, bro.
I think him getting coached by Saban really prepared him to do his thing. It
No, but
prepared
I'm
him to be
talking about the
coached.
system. I'm talking about the system that I think Riley's system uh, broke him out, like elevated his talent, because
Eh,
the Saban system really did the offenses that Saban was running didn't really utilize his skill set that well.
Let me ask you guys a question: who got into the Hall of Fame this year?
Zach
Man,
Thomas,
that's so cool. Wait, sir?
Who got
Zach
into the Hall of
Thomas,
Fame?
Joe Klecko, Darrell Revis, Don Coryell, and I forgot the rest of the guys. They're older guys that passed away recently.
That's what I'm saying. I think we need to do it like baseball and only let the niggas that deserve to get in. And this year
Yeah,
it was
baseball's
Darrell
gonna make it
Revis.
even harder beginning next year, bro.
And they
Good for
should.
baseball.
You got that perk, nigga. You ain't got no perk.
Do what you mean, nigga. This that white widow, nigga.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah, no, see that what you just said
You see that? This is
about Zach Thomas.
I stuffed my papers.
Or
Yeah,
gonna
Hold
honestly,
on.
spill them.
Zach Thomas was one of the best linebackers when he was playing. You have to admit, like his performance on the field justified his Hall of Fame induction.
I mean,
No neck. Yeah, no neck.
man, I'm gonna tell you something, man. Did Patrick Willis get in?
Hell yeah. He
Yeah,
did.
Oh, he
no,
hasn't gotten in yet.
Patrick did it. He didn't play long enough because of the injuries.
Bro,
Man.
Terrell Davis got in with 7 years. Patrick Willis can get in with 8, bro.
No, but his injury.
Gail Sayers got in with 7 years. Dick Buckets got in with 8 years.
Yeah, no,
I
I
ain't see
understand
them
what
play. Were they still able to play when they were done? Because I think that's what they're gonna hold against Pat Willis. That he was still able to play and he just walked away.
I totally agree.
But he was the best, literally the top 2 since the day he got drafted from the time he got out the league.
Oh, nigga, you ain't telling me, bro. I'm with you. I'm just saying what they gonna say. They gonna hate on him
no,
like
the
that.
media's gonna hold it
That's
against him that he didn't play long enough.
Well, if that's the case, then that means Megatron don't get in there.
He got in already.
That's what I'm saying. If he get in, Patrick Willis deserves to get in.
No, the Megatron thing, for me, I agree. He doesn't deserve it, but he was the most dominant receiver when he was playing.
He was damn right he was. Hey, Tess.
This is why we need to do the Hall of Fame different, bro. Like whatever fucking qualifications we got, it should not be 300 players in the Hall of Fame. It should be more like 120.
Yeah, that's why Jason Taylor got in. He was 7th all time in South.
It ain't even that. I don't think Jason Taylor should be next to Deion Sanders, exactly, and motherfucking Pepper Johnson and Lawrence Taylor. I don't think he deserves to sit. And don't get me wrong, Zach Thomas is great, but I don't think he deserves to be next to Ray Lewis and next to Dick Buckets and next to Mike. I don't think he deserves that. I don't think Eli deserves to be next to Joe Montana and
Dusty, let me ask you a question. Do you think Bobby Wagner deserves to be there? 7-time All-Pro?
Yeah, he put work in.
What year? How many All-Pros did he get?
Say again.
How many All-Pros did Bobby Wagner get?
7. Yeah. 7 in 10 years.
Yeah. Zach has 5 in 10 years.
I just don't think
14 years, Tony.
I don't think Zach Thomas was ever top 2 at his position.
At linebacker, because he had Ray Lewis. He was above. Yeah, he was top 2. He was under Ray Lewis most above Urlacher. To me, Urlacher only got in because he won the Super Bowl.
He never won a Super Bowl, Tony.
Brian Urlacher?
Oh, he never won. He lost to Peyton Manning.
Never, yo. You talking about the Bears? Hell no, the Bears ain't win no Super Bowl.
What, the Care Bears?
What, Mace? What franchise did you say gets hated the most by the Hall of Fame?
Dallas.
Then they should, because they ain't shit.
What's up, my boy? 305.
What's up, everybody? How y'all doing?
Like I just calls them the cowgirls.
Just sitting back chilling.
Cowgirls, man. I don't call no cowboys around me. They girls to me, man.
So I got to deal with the clam shop
me
down here.
Yeah, me and Mace were talking about what teams have the 49ers and the Giants have the most in terms of Hall of Famers.
No, they don't.
The 49ers have second most.
It's the Bear. This guy, when Shake Money did the list, Chicago got the most. They got 30. It's Chicago, Green Bay.
Hold on. Is T.O. on our shit? Did they consider T.O. 49er? Because we got a lot of 49ers that on the other team, like Charles Haley. Fucking, you know what I mean?
20s.
Yeah, they consider T.O.
And some of our Hall of Famers are on other teams, bro.
Yeah, no, T.O. I think he inducted himself as a 49er, I believe.
Let me ask my favorite Niner fan.
Tennessee Valley State.
Hey, how you feel when your quarterback got his elbow through back, man?
Bro, that shit was gay as fuck, man.
How did it feel to know that you had the better team?
Bro, you talking about this Super Bowl was rigged. I think that whole fucking game was rigged, my nigga. Like, there was no way. Bro, you played ball. Elbow, my nigga, stopped you in the championship game, bro. They could have shot that shit up and deal with it after. He didn't even do that, my nigga.
Shit was Patrick
Come on, bro.
Mahomes
Hey, but you come on, Pat Mahomes got yo. Niggas who play ball, high ankle sprains
Bruh.
is like the worst.
2 months,
Fool, you
bro.
can't
months.
walk, my
can't
nigga.
walk.
I'm talking fuck playing. I'm talking about walking regular.
Walk.
You can't
You
do
can't
that.
miss a game, bro. I was just saying
Not a
that shit.
game.
I
Fuck
was
out of
just-
here, bro.
Bro, I was just saying that because the nigga Jimmy G been out for 2 months for a high ankle sprain.
High ankle, bro. So
And Pat
don't
Mahomes
tell
didn't
me
miss a
like
game.
Jimmy G. Bro, he came back in the same game, fool. Like I think
What
he
I was
missed
saying was,
a series. Come
that's what
on.
I'm saying. That's why he get the big money. This is why he wear the big draw. That's why he get the big money because he'll go take the cortisone shot, get the what is it, the Toradol, and get back out there.
Come on, bro. You don't care what that
okay,
shit do to his balls or nothing, bro. He down for the cause. Jimmy G like, nah, nigga, I like fucking hoes. I need my dick to work.
Yeah, that part.
Mahomes like, man, I already got this white girl. She ain't going nowhere.
Right. I got the money. I need the rings. I need
he
it.
likes going shopping.
I want some Gucci shoes.
Oh, that
And then that
bullshit.
nigga ain't
Red
even got no
October.
sauce. I was just telling somebody that Joe Burrow is cooler than Pat Mahomes. Like when Burrow do shit, he don't do it too much. He wear a fly little coat or a nice little shade or have a nice little cigar. It don't never look like he doing too much. It look like Pat Mahomes tried too hard with the broken ass glasses he had on today.
Yeah.
Like nigga, you look like Data. You look like LeVar Burton, goddamn it, and goddamn Star Trek. This nigga look like goddamn he need assistance like he Ray Charles or some shit. Stevie Wonder glasses.
Golf Slowface in the building. Chaos Rain in the building.
Yo. Ooh.
Yo, I was gonna say something before, man. I'll tell you, I gotta get this guy back up here. We're gonna do the pre-draft and the draft, man. Cause
I ain't watching no film yet. We got the number
I
7
just watched. I watched on some corners.
corner.
I need some corners.
Ain't no real corner in this draft though, man.
I like Buddy out of Utah.
I like the South Carolina kids so far.
I need to watch it. Yeah, I need names, bro. Yeah, cause I'm about to start doing my research. I only seen the guy from Utah, the corner from Utah, the third.
Let me get it right now. I'll tell you who these guys are in the draft coming up. Cornerbacks, right? Ryan Flores. Did you hear what he told the Vikings GM the other day? He told him, nigga, get me 6 DBs. I don't care who they are. Find me 6 DBs who can press cover, and I'll make your defense in about 6 months.
I think that's what we need.
That's who hired the Vikings.
Yeah.
Right.
The Vikings hired Brian Flores?
Yeah. He said his defense ain't shit, bro.
Damn.
They wasn't.
Nah, they ain't got no defense. They ain't got shit over there. What's funny, I used to be kind of scared of the Vikings, bro. I was like, the closest team in the Vikings that could bang with the 49ers, I mean, the only team I thought that could bang with them boys was the Vikings. They had a nice little.
That was them tests when they had a defense 3 years ago.
Well, they got
3 years ago. Yeah, they had Kendricks, they had Barr, they had them 2 motherfuckers coming off the edge. They had your boy Smith. Who they had out there?
Trey
I forgot who they had at corner, but I was kind of. Hold up, bro. Them niggas kind of.
Rose and Trey Waynes.
Yeah, but he was falling off towards the end. Xavier Rose. Yeah, Trey Williams. I remember Trey Williams was decent.
Trey Wayne,
yeah, he was tight. I liked him.
He in Cincinnati.
What the fuck happened to him? There you go. That's what I'm saying. Bro, top niggas, I be knowing the top niggas, bro. Like I remember I said for Jamar Chase is gonna be that nigga. Niggas are like, all right.
No,
the kid from South Carolina, his name is Cam Smith.
Hey, yo, check this out. I got a client, right? mind you, he was a pro back in the day for the Chargers. Pops is 6'8", 340. His son just finished his freshman year at Georgia, left tackle. His son's 6'9", 330. I think his son gonna be a top 5 pick when it's his time to come up.
Interesting.
Damn.
That's your guy is Clark Phillips III.
Mm-hmm.
Utah.
Mm-hmm.
Ranked the 10th best cornerback in this draft.
Now I don't know daddy's name. I just called him Big Red because he's a big red motherfucker. The nigga's so tall, I had to stand on my tippy toes to line him up. The nigga was so damn tall, nigga.
You said 6'9"?
His son, he was 6'8", 340. His son is 6'9", 330. He
Big
just finished
Popeye chicken motherfuckers.
Joey
he just finished his
just
true
like him, bro.
freshman season. He just finished his true freshman season.
Shit. So he ain't even hit his man body yet.
That's what I'm saying, man.
Just scary. What's up, Fasting? Azriel's back. I wanted to talk to you, Azriel, early in the pregame show, man. I wanted to talk to you, bro. Yeah, he said true. Yeah. Fasting's in the building. Go say hello to these guys while you guys are talking. Let me say this though. I'm just curious. Tess, if you with the 51st pick, what position would you take for Miami?
Miami, they need a fucking I like what you got at center. They need a right tackle. Fisher or whatever the fuck they got going on over there. That shit is not potent, bro.
That shit's not working, right?
That, and on top of that, man, Armstead is tight. That nigga just stay hurt, bro. Man, you gotta.
I was killing him earlier this afternoon. Hell yeah.
Fool, you got to. And I'm one of those people, I don't get caught up in the line, but sometimes I'll be like, yo, I would dedicate an entire draft just to my line if I was set. Like Miami, more than not, they're set at every other position. If they could just dedicate this entire draft,
they could take a corner.
I mean, the thing is, bro, like
Byron Jones is 30. Y'all can take a corner. They can take a corner.
Here's why I'm gonna say no, because that same defense with Byron Jones a year ago was top 5. He was hurt this year. They had a bunch of injuries, bro. They were missing Agba, Jones,
even a better
Brandon
reason to
Jones.
take a corner. Even better reason to take a defense.
I feel you, but what would you prioritize? The line or a position where you have and plus they developed 2 corners this year in Cross and Koku.
Well,
so they developed
right
2.
Tackle. You guys need right tackle and probably running back.
Definitely running back. What?
And middle line.
No, I'm trying to tell you. Maybe Dusty feel Tidal, whatever. Bro, Georgia had 3 top flight linebackers that year. The year that what's his name went, because what's his name's in Philly.
N'Kobe D.
Yeah, he's in Philly.
I like him.
And the other one's in Miami, the fastest one. Tidal, Tyndall or whatever. I think I'm mispronouncing. Yeah, he's in Miami, fool, just chilling. Fool, you put.
Hopefully, put some weight on, man. You can't be 229 playing in the NFL.
Come on, fool. Look what they did to Jerome Baker. They turned Jerome Baker from an outside linebacker that was in Ohio State to a middle linebacker. So they gonna put him on the middle plan. Fool, you'll have 2 of the fastest inside linebackers in the game if he could round out, put him and Baker in the middle.
And y'all gotta put and I told y'all that Agbar was too small last year. And what happened to the nigga this year?
But he balled the year before, man. He had 10 plus sacks.
But you can't be 75 playing a 3 technique. You can do that here and there on third down, but you can't be that every play. You'll get beat up.
Nah, I'm with you, but now
like
they
guard check every night.
But that was what's the name? He didn't know how to use them, fool. Like now, I'm sure they know, bro. We could stick Wilkins in the 2 technique now. Like Wilkins, they weren't sure about him. They were sticking him in the 3 and the 2. Stick his ass in the 2 and leave him there, bro.
A monster year this year.
Yeah, he balled the fuck out this year. So now they know he's a true number 2, number 1, bro. Like, leave his ass there and let Ogba stay at the end. Cause he plenty big to set the edge, and he fast enough to get to your
I
quarterback.
actually like Agba more on the other side of Chubb than on the inside.
So who you gonna put inside?
I think y'all go get somebody to do that. Go draft on the
Of darkness in the building.
I like Zach Sealer. I like them boys.
I like
I
him
like
too, bro. He's a
Wilkins.
baller, bro.
He's quick.
Yeah,
y'all
leave
need to get a right tackle though. That's for sure. And y'all need to get a tight end that can block.
For sure. I'll agree with you there. We need a tight end. We need a right tackle and running back. Those are, you know what I'm saying, priority.
And
but me personally, I ain't going to no quarterback in the draft.
No, you got to. No, you got to, because I think Tua's going to have to retire. If he takes another hit, bro, it's over.
I think that nigga might be the next DeMar Hamlin next year. He was almost the first. Remember the Cincinnati game? I thought he was out of there on that field.
Had that war earlier this afternoon, Tess. Had the whole crew up here. All of them. EM, everybody was
Rocky won.
Rocky won.
Yeah.
It felt
Rocky
like that,
too.
didn't it?
That's what I mean. I enjoy. I rather enjoy these conversations. I ain't with all the yelling and screaming no more. I'm good with all.
I'm with you with that, bro. That's why I don't go to other rooms. I stay right here, bro.
Like, if somebody know what they talking about and we could just converse about it, I'd rather that instead of everyone thinking they know everything. Like, I don't know everything.
I don't want to let Derek Carr go. I don't. Because I know he's
you have no choice.
I want to keep him. I want to keep him as a starter, and like, we should have simplified the offense. Man. We can't be acting like he's Brady and he's been in that offense for fucking 20 years. Like, you gotta slow winding on the motherfucker.
I'm sorry to tell you this. Go ahead, Mike.
No, go ahead. You go first. I wanted to properly introduce you.
Hey, Coach. I want to ask everybody on the panel. If Jimmy G is a free agent, will you take him with your team?
Yeah. Bet not. You bet not. I'm trying to warn you.
I'm gonna tell you why. This is Vegas, right? We need a grown up. We need somebody who's gonna show up. We need somebody
He's not.
practice.
Yo, you my boy. I'm trying to save you from this car accident, bro. Yeah, he's a fucking. Yeah, I'm trying to tell you, cause you can't get a hold of him during the off season. He fucking holds on the island somewhere. So that's out.
So do we take our 2 first-round picks and make a package and try to trade up and go get it? I mean, what?
Would you want to do that? You got 7. They'll fall to you, Dusty. You got.
Did we go get Willie or Bryce Young Falls? Do we take them?
Like I said, I haven't watched film on these boys, so I don't know. But don't touch Jimmy G. I'm trying to tell you.
Nicer says she enjoys and she missed when I say, "What's up, Tess?"
What's up, motherfucker?
Oh, man. There you go, Nicer. What I want to say, but the question that he asked, the only reason why I don't touch it, because I've seen his act, bro. That's why I ain't touching him, bro. I've seen Jimmy G's act.
Nigga's cancer, bro.
I've seen his act.
Think about it. I could tell you every injury. God, his first injury was against the Dolphins, and he only played 2 games, bro. Like, he was supposed to replace Brady for 4 games until Brady came back from the suspension. He couldn't finish that. Fuck out of here, bro. Come on, bro. That's the only reason anyone knows Jacoby Brissett, because Garoppolo couldn't finish.
I saw him. I saw the game against Kansas City, and eye test came up like the following week. My man had first and goal at the 4-yard line. He got picked. I said,
interception.
You cannot make this shit up. And eye test had the classic line. That's Jimmy being Jimmy, bro.
No, that's what he do, my nigga. He'll fuck your wet dream all up, bro. Like all up. You know, nigga,
Red Ward
you
in the
about to
building.
bust you about to bust that nut in the wet dream and the motherfucker kick that door in. That's Jimmy G, bro. He kicked that door in. Hey, wake up, motherfucker. You like, damn, nigga, you couldn't wait 10 more seconds? He don't give a fuck, bro. Like, he'll fuck your shit all up, bro. And with a smile too, fool. And all everybody want to talk about is how handsome he is. Fuck out of here with that shit, man. I don't give a fuck about that shit, man. Nigga think he's Superman or some shit. Nigga, go act. Nigga, don't play football. Yo, don't do that Jimmy G shit. That nigga is a headache, bro. Like, every pass is an adventure with him. You don't know what's gonna happen, bro. I'm just warning anyone, even the Dolphins, don't fuck with him.
I'm with
Leave
you,
him
bro.
alone.
I wouldn't touch him, man.
That poison.
I'm trying to tell you, bro.
I wouldn't call him poison. I just call
Nah,
him
he
a
is
human
poison,
fuck up.
bro.
That's what he is.
Bro, and then I don't know. It's like what he got is spread to our whole quarterback room. Everybody gets hurt, bro. Like, fuck Jimmy, bro. Get him out of here. He's a bad voodoo doll or something. Get him out of here. Because with him around, bro, your shit gets fucked up for some reason.
I'm going to check out your latest with Grant Cohn, the year of the 49ers, the recap for the 49ers season.
Yeah, I just wrote an article the other day about that shit. So
yeah,
it's funny, man, because that shit, that they Super Bowl window closing, bro. That shit about to be closed if they don't hurry up, man.
And
Get
guess
that
who's on their
quarterback shit
tail,
right.
bro? With, again,
fucking Seattle.
You damn right. I told these guys this shit. Guys,
I ain't never, bro. I'm so real about this shit. Everybody was like Seattle bullshit. I was like, all right. Just like you remember when everyone was like, New England ain't shit. All right. You gotta respect a nigga that's been giving you problems for years. You don't just shoot at him and graze him. You make sure he dead.
That
and we ain't do that.
That whole rivalry. Yo, and Kuma, you could chime in. This whole rivalry changed when Cam Chancellor took out Vernon Davis, bro, on the Sunday night game, December of 2012.
Don't remind me.
When he did that shit, when he blew up Vernon Davis, that put the 49ers on notice, bro.
All right, we got somebody else to bang with. Like, okay.
Hell yeah.
Looking in the mirror.
Shit, I was, you know me, I was with Seattle, bro. I'm like, yo, because one thing, that championship game to me is the greatest NFC championship game ever, bro.
Bullshit.
That Niner game, the hitting, bro, when they fucking stopped Lynch on 4th and goal at the 1, bro, and Navarro Bowman career was basically over. That shit was like warfare out there, bro.
Mace, that play, from that play on, the 49ers just took a nosedive. Like, everything from that play on. Bro, I could chronologically tell you how that whole regime ended. When Navarro Bowman got hurt, the very next play, Marshawn Lynch fumbled the ball. We got the ball back. And then we punted the ball to them motherfuckers on 3rd and whatever, like 3rd and 20-something. This motherfucker hit Curse for a touchdown.
Yeah.
And, bro, it was over. And then Richie Sherman did that shit to Crabtree.
Yeah.
And then that offseason, Harbaugh got into it with Trent Baalke. And then, it was crazy. I'm watching the team just get destroyed, fool. Then right after that, Chris Borland, who balled the fuck out. Everybody was calling him the next Pat Willis because Willis was hurt that year. He retires. Then Willis retires. Then fucking what's this nigga name? Aldon Smith gets caught on the side of the road drunk.
Yep.
Like, yo, I was watching. Then Justin Smith retired. Then Ray McDonald got traded. Bro, it went just like that, fool. Imagine that. Harbaugh got fired. Man, that shit was crazy. I watched that whole team just deteriorate from one play.
I agree with that. To answer this question, the West got harder, but I'm still going with the Nuggets. I don't know about Memphis, but watch out for Dallas because that Kyrie Luka combination is clicking already, bro. We got Dallas, Denver up here Wednesday night. So, but back to Bowman, bro, and back to that rivalry.
Just
That
don't talk to me
rivalry,
about no cowgirls, bro.
that rivalry was the shit, bro. It's coming back, bro. Because right now, the
No,
Niners
no,
are
no.
top dog, bro, in that division.
No. We gonna keep kicking y'all head in, bro. That shit over with.
It's like that with the
You ain't got no quarterback.
It's like that with the New England Clam Chowders.
So you're not buying Geno Smith
Them
comeback
niggas.
player of the year?
Bro, I want y'all to give him a long extension. Cause
I
that
don't
mean
see
we gonna
Cal
kick.
doing that.
That's what I mean. Y'all give him an extension. We know we got that division. Cause the
Becky
only
Buffalo
motherfucker only nigga I'm worried about is the little Buddha. That's it. But
And
he
he's
might
done.
not have no.
So,
He might not have no weapons. So I ain't even
he's
worried
done,
about
yeah.
him.
Did you trade
So
Hopkins for a third rounder? I forgot the
trade for Hopkins.
Yeah, with a third rounder. Yeah.
Hell yeah, I'll give a
That's what
third
they
for
want. They
Hopkins.
put that
Man.
out there last week. That's all they want for Hopkins.
Yeah, I'll take his ass, bro. No, I ain't got to worry about my receiver core. But it's still that quarterback. No, that's the only fucking thing holding this team back is a quarterback. I mean, a quarterback that can stay healthy and read the fucking field. You don't even have to be like top notch, my nigga. Just be adequate and be healthy. that's the job requirement now. Be healthy and fucking be adequate. You don't have to fucking be Pat Mahomes. Stay upright and read the fucking defense.
My boy
And Kyle will tell you.
Iverson's in the building. Yeah, you're right about that. But how
Kyle
the
will tell
hell
you who to go to.
How the hell do you let a team in the first year of a blockbuster trade get 9 starters, like Denver did for Seattle? That's crazy.
See chickens?
Man, I see you keep trying to talk about Seattle, man. Fuck Seattle, man. We gonna keep y'all fucking foot on y'all neck and letting you up. Fuck
Green
that
Bay
shit.
slacker.
We ain't letting them bitches up. Can't let Seattle up, bro. They the wrong ones, bro. Like, it was thorn in my ass. I remember I was like, man, if that Russell Wilson shit work out, we got a fucking problem. We just came out of beef with Green Bay and Dallas. Now we gotta worry about fucking these bitches in our own division twice a year. That shit over with, bro. We done destroyed Dallas. We destroyed Green Bay. Now we done with Seattle. All our enemies have been vanquished. Now we got these new. I'm talking about for the 40. Now we got these new bitches. Fucking Philadelphia. I had to put them in their place real quick. Coming soon. And we still got unfinished business with Pat Mahomes.
And Iverson, you got robbed tonight, bro.
Man, fuck Philly, man. We're gonna put a foot in their ass next year. And then hopefully we get that rematch with Pat Mahomes. That should have been this year.
They were scared to let that happen with a bad night.
Oh, that shit would have been beautiful, fool. We both missed it last year. We both would have made it this year. Man, they took my shit away, man.
That Super Bowl was fixed.
That nigga go drop the ball. Like, oops, what is this? This a football? In the Super Bowl? Nigga dropped the ball. Gave him a touchdown. What is that? It hurts you, my boy. But damn, you fucked the money up tonight, man.
They would have had a second Super Bowl ring.
He did, bro. I ain't want him to win because I felt they robbed us, but at the same time, he fucked the money up. He fucked that shit up, bro. And it just didn't look convincing that he just dropped it like that. He just dropped the shit. Nobody touched him. He just dropped that motherfucker. Like, what? Nigga, you been holding this ball all year.
The NFL is becoming like the NBA now.
Don't let me find out they got a referee that was taking money that the NBA had. What was that nigga name? The ref that was taking money? You know what I'm talking about?
Tip of my tongue. Yeah. Donahue.
Look at it. I'm on for it. You know how that shit fuck you up? Like, damn, I was watching a game where this ref really was cheating for. They doing that shit, man. Bro, I was thinking about this. You know how we watching the game at home?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
a player happened, and then right on the spot, the announcer will be like, "Oh no, that ain't no catch," and it takes the referee, everybody. Like, bro, why don't they just use day replay? Like, fuck the ref. Let the ref make the call, but let the people who watch the replay, like how we watch it, let them make the final call. Fuck the ref. Let him do the initial to where we could be like, okay, let's see what it looked like. Because I'm watching the Super Bowl, dog. They making calls, and then the announcer in the booth is like, nah, it's this. They already know it. It take these niggas 10 minutes to come up with the same call this nigga got from the same camera angle. So let them make the final call. They won't do that because somehow, for me, I think they like the controversy. They like being able to be like, oh, well, I know it was a bad call, but who cares? Like,
yeah, no bullshit. Like, at this point, it's like the NBA and the NFL are getting off on that type of stuff. Like, oh, bad call, who cares? We still own it. Like,
y'all gonna watch. Who gives a fuck?
Thanks.
Better for y'all to go argue about it. They like this shit. Like, I think that's a fun other thing. They're gonna argue the fuck about this shit tomorrow.
That's what I'm saying.
Come on, man. It's part of the narrative now. Bad calls. They go argue about it.
Like, all these trades and all that stuff, like, right after LeBron gets to... that's all I'm saying. Like, it feels like they just working real hard to keep a narrative going, dog. That's all I'm saying.
You're right.
I'm with you. Look at the NFL last year. What kept them in the fucking... Because you remember, like, it used to be where the NFL season ends, basketball takes over, right?
Yep.
And then, you get a little glimpse of the NFL during the draft. The NFL was year-round, bro. From the time the Super Bowl ended, what was the whole talk all season? Motherfuckers getting traded left and right.
Yep.
They stayed in the headlines, so they basically stole the NBA thunder last year. The NBA like, nah, not this year. We trading motherfuckers
exactly.
too. Bro, when you could look back at the world, because that's like how Pac said, I'm staring through my rear view. I'm staring through the world in my rear view. Fool. This shit be funny to me. Because you looking at the games they play with the consumers, and you like, this shit is crazy. If we as consumers,
I feel like ESPN down to the refs is just like, but to be honest, like, I support the players, but I don't know about the league these days. Like, this is looking a little crazy to me right now.
All right, I'm put it like this, like we were talking about earlier. You remember it used to be just two NFL shows that were solely dedicated to NFL highlights after the game. Bruh, ESPN used to be like CNN. The gaming event happens, the stats came out, they reported it, they reported what happened in the game, and they left it at that. They didn't get into personal, like the person, what this guy's doing, it was just basically the game happened, these are the stats, these are the players, move on to the next game. That's how ESPN used to be. It was just like CNN. You remember Robin Roberts?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
She started on ESPN, nigga.
Doing the worst
in the
games
90s,
on
in the 90s.
On
Come
NFL.
on, fool. So that was how ESPN came about. It wasn't about fucking personalities and shows 24/7 and year-round fucking, like, bro, the same topic, like, let's say LeBron had a fucked up free throw night, right? Bro, that same topic will make its rounds in every publication. I'm talking about every show, from First Take to the other one, to the one in the morning, to the one with the black guy and the old white man, to Jalen and this motherfucker. All them shits about the same topic, fool. So it became, sports is now the new soap opera, and ESPN are the motherfuckers who do the reaction show after. Like,
I was gonna say this, yo, listen.
Young and restless.
Yeah, there you go.
Hey, can I say something real quick? Let me just say, people saying a lot of the calls are bogus. Yes, the Devontae Smith call or the Smith call on him, I think that definitely should have been a catch. But we gotta stop acting like the Eagles played good defense. They did not play good defense. Like they weren't physical with the Chiefs on the line of scrimmage, and they were missing wide open. There were a lot of people wide open on the Chiefs side in terms of receivers. You had Watson, who was open. Like I don't even think like Kelsey had a solid game, but he wasn't like blowing out dudes like he was on some Gronkowski shit. Like everybody ate in that game. The secondary for the Eagles did not show up. How many sacks did they get on Mahomes? They didn't really pressure him like that.
That's what I was telling the nigga earlier. Iman, for the nigga, they scored 31 points. You talking about the Eagles was the shit. I'm like, bro, they had no test during the playoffs. The Giants was a joke. The 49er game, you played a team with no quarterback. Fucking Chiefs were in 2 fucking wars, bro. They were ready to play.
Facts.
Y'all niggas wasn't ready to play, bro.
Let me tell
Y'all
you,
y'all weren't the better team to go against them. They were not the better team, fool. Fuck, I don't care what nobody tell me. Dog,
The
it would have
Eagles
been a
were a
better
great
game.
team, but they weren't the better team. They
weren't,
a
bro,
great team.
dog.
They're just not the better team.
can I ask y'all a question? How are they going to make the Redskins change their name to the Commanders, but obviously the Kansas City Chiefs, where the arrowhead represents Indian culture too? So, like,
hey, that's gangster as fuck.
The NFL be bugging sometimes. Like, I'm just looking at this joint like, man, gotta be consistent if you're going to be a.
Bro, they like the Hunts. They don't like Dan Snyder. Point blank, period.
That's what it is. That's more or less. That was to troll Dan Snyder, to be honest with
Yeah, Dan Snyder is the nigga in the owners who knows where all the bodies are buried. They can't get rid of them.
Yep. Let me say this though. Like people were saying, "Oh, the call was bogus," and I'm like, "Yeah, I hear you, but we can't act like Jalen Hurts having that fumble that did it. That's not going to help you. Turnovers are not going to help you. Granted, everybody's going to make mistakes, and this is second year, so he's going to be back. He's going to definitely be back. But having that fumble recovery for a touchdown, that doesn't help either. You know what I mean? Like you said, your margin of error is going to be very slim when it comes to teams like this.
Bro, I don't know if he's going to be back, bro. I think this was their best chance to. Bro,
I don't know
Sirianni.
about that, bro. I agree with that one.
You really think Sirianni could pull another rabbit out his ass? He pulled a rabbit out his ass this year. That shit ain't gonna work.
I mean, who do you think is coming out of? Who do you think could challenge him in the NFC?
The 49ers.
Seattle.
The fucking Seattle gonna be there. Who else? Depending on where Rodgers. Rodgers going to the AFC if he can move.
Exactly.
To the box.
Alice.
I mean, Seattle. That's a toss up because I don't even see like they couldn't stop the run like that either. You know
I'm gonna give you a dark horse, and for some reason I don't know why, but it's because of him. But if they put something around Justin Fields, the Bears got something, bro, and they got draft picks this year. They got a boatload and money. That shit is it's empty over there. They got money and draft picks and a fucking athlete quarterback. You can do something with that.
I just sometimes feel like not necessarily you, but whether people win or lose, like people get into the prisoner moment thinking like, oh, this is gonna devastate the Eagles. Like I don't think beginning of the season no one thought the Eagles were gonna make it this far. So I feel like
back in April, right after the draft, I had a show up here, same night, and I said this man was with me. Miami will agree with this, and these brothers don't lie. I said the 3 teams in the NFC that will be playing for home field is Philly, San Francisco, and Minnesota. I said I don't think Minnesota is going to do it, so it's between San Fran and Philly. Because you know how I judge teams, bro? I look and see the moves they make in the offseason, what they do in free agency. And
How aggressive they were.
Philadelphia had a bang up free agency. The Niners were already loaded. You know, it's like San Francisco beat themselves.
No,
I just
no
think I
quarterback.
keep telling people, like, as I was talking to a Niners fan today, it's like it's just bad luck. Some teams, sometimes stuff happen. Like even for now, here's my thing too. I want to say this about the Eagles. They'll be okay, but that secondary looking real suspect. Like how you give up 17 points in the fourth quarter. That's my biggest issue. I'm not really. That's what I'm saying. People are like, oh, they got robbed. It's like you can't give up almost 20 points in the fourth quarter.
All right, I'm gonna be real. I'm a football. These niggas know me. I'm a football guy, my nigga. Like you put a lot of the hype around Bradbury. He's good. He ain't like that, man. That whole y'all had the best two corners. He is not no number 2 top corner for. He's a number 3, maybe. You know what I'm saying?
What's
and your boy,
the other dude?
and your
The other dude. He had like 6 interceptions.
Yeah, but Slay was at his peak.
Not Slay. It was another one. It was a slot corner.
You talking about?
He had like 6 interceptions. He missed a couple games. He missed like 5 or 6 games. But he had like 6 interceptions this year. But go ahead, my fault.
No, Maddox. I think his name Maddox or something like that.
I think so. Yeah.
I know you're talking about your boy that came from the Saints. Gardner Johnson. I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
He was but he played well. To me, in my opinion, he was gassing niggas. He was caving dudes in the chest.
That's his thing. He came from cause I remember him in all right, I don't know if you follow football like that. You remember there was a play in 2019 where George Kittle's played the Saints. They went down there and they beat the Saints. And there was a motherfucker hanging on his neck for that last play.
Yeah.
That was your boy. That was him. That was your boy. The guy they traded to the Eagles. So he's always been like that. Like his role with the Saints and with y'all is to take away the tight end and to hit everything moving. That's his role. You feel me? So he's always going to be around the ball because remember he's closer to the line of scrimmage than Slay and your boy is. So he's like a little rover corner. You feel what I'm saying? That's how they play him. But he's not like a motherfucker you just line up against the DeAndre Hopkins or Devontae Adams. He get his ass cooked, bro. I'm trying to tell you that. But
he plays like a hybrid safety kind of corner.
Exactly. You remember how you remember Deion Jones from Atlanta?
Yeah.
That's that. You feel me? That's that. Or Jamal Adams. They're hybrid type players.
He
ain't as fast as him.
Yeah.
I get what you're saying, but he's not like a corner you just line up against a receiver for. They'll cook his ass, bro.
It's like on one-on-one press coverage.
Like, and your boy Slay, at this point in his career, he's a number 2. Like he's approaching Patrick Peterson's. Like you remember how Pat used to be like a number 1, shut down everything, move around with every receiver. Slay, he's on his last leg of doing that. He can't do that no more. So the secondary was a little bit overhyped, and it got exposed. Bro, go check. There's a interview with Brandon Ayuk. He said, "Fool, we're finna destroy that secondary in the championship game. We had no quarterback. We had no quarterback to do damage to them boys. And look what happened today, bro. They got beat on 2 whip routes on opposite sides of the field.
That's
and these supposed to be." Come on, these supposed to be top flight corners. Fuck out of here, bro.
That was my thing. Those were the exact things. I know which one you're talking about. There was one. I think it was one to Juju on the left hand side, and then to Watson on the right, if I'm not mistaken.
Come on, man.
Yeah, go ahead.
No, go ahead, bro.
No, I was just saying, like, I hear people are not even Eagles saying, like, oh, the Eagles got robbed. I'm like, yeah, there was some calls that could have gone their way, but I just feel like you can't expect to win a football game and you giving up almost 20 points in the fourth quarter. Like you're putting your offense on the back of his heels.
An offense that gave you the lead. You had the lead. So come on, bro. If you really that all that shit they hyped you to be about, you close that shit down. You shut that shit down, bro. And they couldn't. So man, y'all had your chance, bro. That shit over with, bro.
See, the funny thing, I'm not an Eagles, but I'm not an Eagles fan. I'm a Steelers fan, but I root for them.
Because I'm telling you right now, Seattle, there's 5 picks in the top 55, bro.
Yeah, they gonna do some damage. I that's a motherfucker I hate. Dan Snyder, he's a fucking mad genius, bro. Like I hate him, bro. Like, so he gonna do some damage in the draft. We still gonna put a foot in their ass, but they gonna be a problem next year for the rest of y'all. And then who else?
You a Cowboys fan?
Cowgirls. Who a Cowgirl fan?
No, I was asking because I was wondering because you said you don't like Dan Snyder when I was like, you a Giants fan?
No. I'm a Niner.
Oh, Niner.
I'm a Niner fan. I'm a Niner fan, bro. Put a foot in the Cowgirls, bro.
Sorry about Iverson's Eagles, Juan Z's Eagles. Sorry about that, boys. Really, you got robbed tonight. A referee should just let the players play.
They got their ass whooped, man. They got their ass whooped as it should happen. Andy Reid came back and took a shit on y'all. So y'all fired who? Let me get that championship about you. Yo, that's crazy, fool. Y'all went down there talking all that shit, man. You got your ass handed to y'all. With a quarterback with a fucked up ankle. Hobbling, bro. You hurt him again and he still came back out there and did you in.
Hey, you know what's worse? This is why I really blame the Eagles defense because they were showing the stats. They were like the Chiefs scored on every possession. Like that's crazy to me. Like you didn't get no stops.
Not to me, bro. Them boys was hype, man. They was smelling themselves, bro. Brandon Graham talking all that shit. Man, get the fuck out of here.
Did you hear about Miami? What he said?
Nah, what he said?
They was talking about this up here today. He said about Miami. He said, to be honest with you, the team we expected to play in the Super Bowl was Miami, but we know one particular player couldn't hold up his end of the bargain. You know what that is?
Shit, it's not a secret. Motherfucker, man. He ain't gonna hold up, man. You need to go get you a thoroughbred. You need to do something to get Lamar down here. You get Lamar, nigga, cancel Christmas, bro. Cancel it. That's all y'all niggas better hope. Y'all better hope that Lamar work that shit out with Baltimore. Cause you know he coming home. Fucking right. This nigga will be, you talking about Trick Daddy the mayor? Nah, this shit will be Lamar. Lamar run this shit. Lamar run this shit.
DJ Kelly gonna be there.
I'm popping those to the swamps, nigga.
Kelly.
Man, fuck DJ Khaled, man. Man, fuck him, man.
Fuck that nigga, bro. DJ Khaled. Fuck that nigga.
Over here with all these finger lickings getting shot up. Mr. Miami, you know what I'm talking about.
You know what, woman? I gotta give her some props. Man. And I owe her an apology. I didn't know that some of the songs Rihanna sung tonight, she sang them. Because she sounds like a white woman when she sings, bro. Like when you hear that shit on the radio, it sounds like a white woman, bro.
Yeah, leave my baby alone, man. You saw how pregnant she looked, her big fat ass, bro.
Having a baby again, bro.
Her big ass out there, man. I want to see Riri. I saw this big mama out here singing and twerking. Man, get your big ass back home, man. just take care of the kids. Why they did that shit, man? They fucked my head up with that.
Yo, that's
I
real, bro.
really
Get back
thought
up here. Yeah,
I
man.
really thought I was gonna see Rihanna, like thick ass, fine ass. I'm seeing Mama,
You
baby
see him,
mama out
mama?
there. Baby mama out there shaking her ass. I don't want to see that shit. Take your ass home. Take care of them damn kids, bro. What the fuck wrong with you? Looking like she about to breastfeed right there on the fucking stage, bro. Like,
Come on with that
go
look
ass at it.
bro.
Yeah, so I'm not a fan of hers, but I didn't know
I
she
am.
sang those songs she sang tonight, so give her a lot of credit. I used to hear those songs she sang all the time. I was like, she sang that shit?
2004.
Your
God
old ass
damn, that
nigga. You don't
woman.
know the shit.
God damn, that woman sounds white. See, I only know her because she used to go out with the baseball player Mac Kemp.
See, that's my thing. Mace be knowing motherfuckers about who they go out with. Like, you one of these gossip bitches, bro.
No,
like,
I'm not.
you know,
I don't do the gossip. But back then, no, real
this
talk.
nigga
Back
know.
then,
I don't know who nobody date, my nigga. Like, I don't give a fuck, my nigga. Like, real shit. I don't know who these people is you be talking about. This nigga Mace know announcers. Like, you know the announcers' names, bro.
the referees.
The referee. That's my point, my nigga. Who does that? Who
Well,
learns referees' names?
Referee with the glasses, the black referee.
There's a black one? I don't even see them. That's what's crazy. I only see them when they stop the game. I don't see them on the field. Like, I really block their ass out sometimes. Somehow, I do not see the refs at all.
That one black referee on Charles' game.
I did see that female referee when Tyreek Hill scored the touchdown. He tried
the
to
thick one on the sidelines, bro.
yeah, she was thick as hell, bro. I was like,
Yeah,
slap.
bro.
I
Oh, hell yeah.
I would have got a fine for that. Pay that $12,000.
2023 Revenge on Buffalo Bills.
And after tonight, I'm done with football. Y'all know me. I'm done with football.
I'll take a few days off from it. Because these Dolphin guys, I don't know what it is, Tess. These Dolphin guys come up here, bro, and I'm like, bro.
They like arguing.
I'm gonna take a couple of days off too.
I mean, guys, they shut it down. They told you the midget your pineapple will be your quarterback, and they got Vic Fangio. Enough said.
That's a good move, by the way. I like that move fucking move.
Yeah, I like it.
Bro,
I like that move.
That defense gonna be right next year, yeah. So,
I agree.
And now you're in the same boat as the Niners. You got talent all across the board. You got the coaching staff. The fucking quarterback.
Quarterback.
You can't make this shit up, man. Like, the quarterback is the only thing holding these motherfuckers back, bro. That's it. Nothing else.
And 2023 Revenge on Buffalo Bills. That's the only team I want. And Green Bay. Sorry, Mace.
Let's see what Rodgers does first.
And he's coming back.
I'll make my decision.
And what's that quarterback for Green Bay? Number 10?
No love. He don't get no love. No playing time either.
He'll be getting it once I'll just say this.
Man, here's the thing, fool. If he was that good, he would have pushed Rodgers out, fool. They would have been like, fuck out of here.
Why do you think they want to trade Rodgers now? Because the fans want to see him.
Nah, they don't want to. Rodgers say, wait until I make a decision. They would have made the decision for Rodgers. Look here, bro. We going with the kid. Get the fuck out of here. They're waiting on Rodgers to make a decision. So that means they're not confident about, bro. 1 + 1 = 2, my nigga. Like, you got to look at some of these things.
Yeah, you could say that, but bro, that whole NFC South needs a quarterback.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean that you're not in the same predicament as them, and you already invested a first round pick in yours, and been letting them sit there for years. Why did you waste that shit? If you
Didn't
just
Green Bay, didn't Green Bay, when they drafted Rodgers, let him sit for years under Brett Favre? How did that work out?
that's real. I'll give you that. You got a point. But
And that
Rodgers and Love coming out of college weren't the same animals. Rodgers was
I would,
potentially a #1 overall pick
hey, Jordan Love, his junior year was the shit. That's when
his
he went
junior
back to
year.
school. Yeah, he had all of his weapons. They all left. They all graduated. And his senior year,
But you've seen glimpses of him.
yeah, I did.
And
And
he
I
ain't,
watched him play his junior year. That's why I fell in love with him.
no, I'm talking about in the league.
Yeah, against the Eagles. That Sunday night game when Rodgers got knocked out. He threw a touchdown, let them down. Let me put it this way. He put 10 points on the board.
All right, Mace, you ain't backing down, so watch him explode.
Dude, I hope they trade his ass to the Raiders, because if that's the case, the Raiders and the Chargers can have a beef against Justin Herbert. They both go to Green Bay this season coming up.
There go another monster, Justin Herbert. Imagine Justin Herbert, Tyreek Hill. And Justin Herbert, Tyreek Hill, Jalen Waddle. That's what could be down here right now.
They fucked it up, bro. Listen to Tornon. Listen to the Dolphin fans. As Real's back with us. That's something I would never done. Midget, yeah, Sean, come up here, bro. Chad Henney's retiring and he got another ring. Look at that shit. That motherfucker got 2 rings as a backup.
Shit.
And you know what else about Chad Henney? He contributed big time because when Mahomes got knocked out, he drove the Chiefs 98 yards down the field.
Yeah,
that was a nice drive.
Sure was.
And he did it last year too, or the year before.
The year before against the Chiefs.
Yeah.
Super Bowl champ.
Man, fuck Chad Henney. Couldn't do shit.
I remember when he was on the line with the Dolphins.
Couldn't do shit down here. He had Brandon Marshall, all kind of shit. Couldn't do nothing. Now he over here winning Super Bowls. Fuck Chad Henney.
Coaching matters. Coaching matters, man.
Coach, I got some breaking news to you.
What happened?
You know, another member of De La Soul. What's that one dude name?
Yeah, true. He died.
He died today.
For natural causes or something happened to him?
So I don't know. They just said
they said his health was debilitating. They said he was suffering a lot with his health.
Damn shame, bro.
Let me say this
to that brother.
Yeah, for real. Let me say this though. I looked at the stats. Eagles literally had no sacks. They only had like 5 QB hits. No sacks.
No interceptions.
Bro, even if you know it's like I don't expect like Mahomes to be like, people always say, oh, Mahomes going through at least 1 pick. I'm like, yeah, that's cool, but I'm not expecting to at least disrupt the momentum, the flow of the offense. You mean to tell me? Remember, this team has the 3rd most sacks in NFL history for a season.
And then touch him.
You even touched the dude.
Didn't breathe on him.
Yeah, they just had like 5 hits. No sacks, 5 hits. That's what I'm saying. Like, people say, oh, they got robbed. It's like, no, like, if you can't.
Frauds, bro.
Yeah, if you can't, like, yeah, bro, you were right. It's like, if you can't even stop, that secondary just looks suspect. And I agree with you what you were saying before. It's like, they really didn't, I don't feel like they went up against a solid QB that can, like, you know, put them to the test, like, elevate their game. It's like they really had Daniel Jones and Brock Purdy. You know, and Brock Purdy barely played.
Didn't play, bro. The man threw 3 passes. Screens. Yeah. Like, come on, fool. That was not a game. Y'all walked into the Super Bowl. Chiefs, they went to war, fool. They came war ready.
Facts.
And let me introduce this man the right way. And I apologize, I did not do that tonight. This is Sports Illustrated correspondent, the great I Trust.
Man, come on with all that, mate.
Coming to the stage.
There you go.
Big
Chilling,
brother,
man.
I test Liberty City home. I test. 305.
So let me ask you guys, what do you think the Eagles can do to make sure that they're back there again next year?
Stay the
Say that
fuck out
again?
our way. Okay, y'all run up on us, bro.
I should make sense.
Y'all run
I
up
would
on
say, what can the Eagles do to make sure that they're back there next year?
Go ahead, Tess. You in the business.
No, I told him stay the fuck out our way, bro. Because anything in the
With
49
me,
away next year, I'm coming through that shit.
with me,
Coming through.
I
Coming
think
through.
the Eagles.
Move.
I think they should start looking at their offensive line again. And the reason why I say that is those guys are getting older. You
Some
know,
of some free agents.
as far as the running game is good, but you know, to me, they need that one back, bro. These little
Yeah,
backs
they
that
gonna.
they got, man, they fumble too much in the clutch. I remember the Christmas Eve game in Dallas, bro. 4 fumbles from those backs, bro. That's
Interceptions.
really they gonna have to go think about getting a big workhorse back, bro. Let those guys come in to give him some rest. Other than that, I think the Eagles
And
are
then
fine.
on
Maybe
top of
another
it,
receiver.
bro,
Possibly.
they are not fine. They are gonna go through the Super Bowl hangover. It's
I believe
inevitable,
that.
bro.
Yes, I
Everybody
do.
goes through
Yep.
it.
No,
From the
I think
disappointment of losing this game, that shit gonna hang around. All right.
the Chiefs
Tell me a
gonna have that.
team. Tell me a team after they lost the Super Bowl.
The
Bro, they're a
Bengals play
team that's
well.
established. They go to
The Bengals still play well.
all he does is go to
Crash and
championships
burn.
or Super Bowls. So they're in there for like that. What you
See,
said?
I was gonna say compared to the Rams, they didn't crash and burn, but the Bengals still did well. I mean, when the beginning of the season they were down like 0-2, but I had them to win everything. Actually, to be honest with you, after a couple games, I
Cool.
had them to win the AFC and the Bengals. I had them to win the whole thing this year. But yeah, like I was saying, it's I think the hangover is gonna happen to the Chiefs because it's like you still gotta contend with Burrow. You still gotta. We don't know Lamar Jackson could be in he could be in freaking Miami by this time or by September. We don't know where he's gonna be.
I hate to say this, but if Lamar Jackson's in Miami this summer, I'll have to
You book it.
I'll have to drop everything I do up here. If this is gonna be Lamar Jackson Central up here.
Lamar
Yeah,
Jackson
man.
Day.
You book it, bro. The ball sign in Miami, you book that.
It's gonna be
True.
it's gonna be Liberty City Day.
I'm gonna have to, even though I'm a big Dolphins fan, as real, I'm gonna have to get a cage for these guys, man. Because these guys, if I go on at 8:00 in the morning, they'll be waiting in the chat room at 6:30, bro.
Remember, you heard it here first.
It's to
I'm
talk
speaking
Lamar
that shit into
Jackson all
existence.
fucking day, bro.
Lamar Jackson Day.
I'm gonna be like,
You know me, I ain't gonna come back until August.
yeah, man.
I'm done with football season.
Yeah, man. I know.
And I'm a pop up.
Oh, speaking of which, did you guys see? Not to cut you guys off, but did you guys see? Because I got the notification from ESPN. The Jets inquired about Green Bay if they want to make a trade for Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah, the owner already said he'll give up the compensation. Woody Johnson. I live here in New York. He already said that. They're embracing the New York Jet fan and the media are embracing Rodgers coming here.
Oh, Brett Favre all over again.
Yeah, exactly.
Don't say
Everybody's
that,
telling you that too.
Oh man,
He got retired.
I ain't
Bro,
gonna
I'm
lie.
a
When I
student. I'm a student
yeah,
of
go ahead.
history, bro. It all repeats itself, bro.
It's true.
I ain't gonna lie. When Brett Favre came to the Jets, I was hyped because we had like a couple good years. Like I think he was there for like 2 or 3 years. I think it was
No,
3.
1 year.
But
Then he went to Minnesota.
yeah, but we had like a good winning record, and then we lost like 5 in a row, and I was like,
You
God
was like
damn,
eight
like
and one,
And
bro.
hey, don't
yeah,
forget the kick. Don't forget the kicker. You lost to Miami the last game, and we went to the playoffs.
yeah.
They knocked them out at the end of the game, dog. That shit was beautiful.
Man,
Yo, they knocked his ass out, bro. I loved every minute of it, man.
Yo, you're a Jet fan, that's real?
now I'm from Brooklyn, but I got to root for the Jets. I
Oh,
root for the
okay.
home team.
You from the way. I'm up here in the BX, bro.
Yeah, but I've been a Steelers fan since what? Since they beat the Seahawks. When they had
Oh,
what's
you
his
mean when
name?
the Seattle was robbed, the worst officiated Super Bowl. But I give Pittsburgh, I give Pittsburgh their respect, bro. That's you. Akuma's a big Steeler fan.
Yeah,
Kareem, and Kareem talks of Steelers now.
And platinum.
Yeah, Platinum.
yeah, platinum. I'm Steelers fans. But
Oh, you
yo,
love
though,
it. And Commandante Lou, that's another Steeler fan.
yeah, I just you still want your home teams to win. I feel like especially this people are talking about they want to get rid of Salah, and I'm like Salah was keeping his team afloat because don't got a quality a quarterback that can throw past 30 yards. You know what I mean? If I don't want the crazy thing is Aaron Rodgers don't even have to do too much. Like he doesn't have to drop like 300. You don't have to throw 300 yards and drop back like 30 times.
Bro,
He can,
you would give credit to the Jets if they got Rodgers, bro. If you, I'm gonna say it again. You guys get a left tackle, bro, and get yourself a guard. You're right back in the playoff hunt, bro. And to me,
but we
that
don't got
division, and to
yeah.
me, that division, if Pittsburgh get their act together, Cleveland already got their shit, because at the end of the year, Deshaun Watson was coming on, bro, and he's gonna have a full training camp too, bro. That division will not be easy for the Bengals, bro.
True. But it all depends on where Lamar goes.
I don't see Baltimore in this, bro. I don't. No matter if he
That
stays or goes, I don't see the Ravens, bro.
that'll be the end of Baltimore.
I think it's the
Yeah,
end of
for like the
Baltimore
next
right
3 or 4
now.
years.
They window closed.
I think
The windows will be
Baltimore is gonna have to regroup, bro. If I'm the Ravens, bro, if this guy do not want to play for them no more, go get a king's ransom. You agree with
True.
that, Tess?
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah, I said you agree with that. If Lamar Jackson don't want to play, or what you call it no more, the Ravens, go get a king's ransom for him.
Harbaugh might retire for a little bit if that
I think
happens.
so too. I'm hearing that too.
Who, Lamar?
No,
Yeah.
Harbaugh for the Ravens.
No, if Lamar
Hmm.
leaves, he'll retire. He'll do like the Sean Payton, be out for like 2 years and look for another job. He ain't got it to build another regime, bro. Lamar saved him because remember he was getting talked about
Yes, he
True.
was.
before Lamar got there.
Facts.
I think Joe Flacco's a free agent.
Joe Flacco's
Fuck
too old. Cut
Flacco.
it out. Shit.
Joe Fluco. They got
Joe
Fluke.
Fluco
Fluco.
or Joe
Do you think you guys
Flacco, whatever his name is.
do you guys think they should pay Lamar?
Hell no. Let him come to Miami. That's all I want.
We
Mine's
want Lamar
opinion.
Jackson.
Mine's opinion.
They all right.
I'm gonna say no, and I'm gonna tell you why I feel that way. I don't think he's done enough. I think he's had one big year, and after that, he's disappeared the last three. No.
I feel like they're one player or two, like one wide receiver away from being good contenders. I'll be honest with you, I forgot his name. He always that tight end that he always throws to. It's
Yeah.
like that's his only safety. Like, and it's
Mark
Lamar
Andrews.
run. Yeah, Mark Andrews. Either he throws to Mark Andrews or he just runs and throws little shovel passes and stuff like that. They don't got like you see how Jalen Hurts can be able to throw bombs to like Devontae Smith and I forgot other dude's name or AJ Brown. Like he was throwing some nice throws, like they were on point. Even though some of them were questionable, because some of them to me were in double coverage in the end zone, and I'm like, remember that throw he threw that pass he threw to AJ Brown for the touchdown? To me, I was like, that's kind of a tight window, but then he made it. Like I feel like that's where that's where the Ravens should be. They just need one. I think they just need an AJ Brown kind of player, and they should be all right.
All right. This
Bro,
fool, James.
Lamar was made to play with Tyreek Hill. Like Lamar and Tyreek Hill on the same team. Bro, you can't stop that.
Speed kills. Talk about speed kills.
Every position. Like, who you gonna stop?
Facts.
At quarterback, fool. He took. You feel me? Like you send Tyreek deep, everybody's running after him. Lamar gonna break that. You overcommit to Lamar, you stuck. Tyreek gonna break your coverage. Like that shit. If it happened, bro, NFL gonna have to. I don't think they're gonna let it happen. I think they see what I see. They're like, man, whatever we do not let him go to Miami.
Cause I never forgot about that game. He threw 2 75-yard bombs for touchdowns.
No,
75 yards.
And he ain't gonna underthrow him like Tua will to Tyreek. He'll let that bitch go.
All right. James Bradbury admits he held guy from Kansas City.
He did hold, but it was within 5 yards. So it was bullshit. But hey, fuck them, dog. They were doing bullshit to us, man. So hey, comes back around. I don't feel sorry for them niggas, man. Fuck them niggas. Like, see them next year. Hopefully we got a quarterback. Let's see what time it is, man. Because dog, we beat them the year before. Last year we beat them. That same fucking the Eagles. We beat them last year. Only thing they added this year was they added 2 good pieces. Let me not act like they didn't add Sweat.
Somebody else.
No, I'm talking about on the defense. They added Sweat and they added Reddick. But other than that, that's that same team for. And as far as AJ Brown, we deal with an AJ Brown twice a year. DK Metcalf. So we ain't worried about no AJ Brown. AJ Brown went off against us? No. That team ain't do shit. Bro, if you look at that fucking NFC Championship game, it was just that bullshit play, and we had no quarterback. And then eventually, bro, we got no quarterback. The boys ran the ball the rest of the game. AJ Brown, Devontae Smith ain't go off on us.
Interesting.
Am I lying, bro? Like, we watched the same.
No, you're telling the truth as always, bro.
Now,
argument for me.
Now, Juju Smith got a Super Bowl ring now.
Yep, get stick it to Mike Tomlin.
Yeah.
And Jarrett McKinnon. Remember Jarrett McKinnon left the 49ers?
Yep.
Yeah.
He got a Super Bowl. Fucking The nigga left the Giants. What's his name? The receiver.
Tony, is it Tony?
Yeah, he made a big play.
I was gonna say, I'm gonna let you guys see this for yourself. Yo, you coming up?
Not Tony. What's his name? The nigga from the Gators.
Oh, I know you're talking about Tony.
He's played with the Giants.
Tony.
Wide receiver.
That's his last name.
Yeah, he played with.
Lautavius Tony.
Oh, that's his last name. Okay.
All right.
Yeah, Davis,
Tony,
yeah.
number 19.
Yeah. He got a Super Bowl leaving the Giants.
Sean saying what's up to you?
What's up, brother Sean?
Yeah, he says
what's up, money?
He's laughing. I called Tua the midget. Chad Henne retired tonight with 2 rings and did contribute.
Small body, big head.
I give him all the credit in the world driving that team 98 yards when Mahomes got hurt.
Fuck Henne.
Chad Henne, 2 rings.
We see what team he gonna sign 1-day contract with?
Kansas City. Who you think gave him the hardware? It sure wasn't Miami.
Yeah, he gonna go to the Hall. He gonna go to the Hall of Fame over this shit. He gonna denounce he gonna even act like he never got drafted by the Dolphins. He a Chief now.
Yeah, man. What a play he did and what a drive against Jackson. A hot Jackson.
God, the motherfucker was. Yo.
Yeah.
This nigga was hurt and won a Super Bowl.
I know.
What the fuck?
I told my mother he's superhuman.
What did we just?
All right, let me show you guys this because this came across the wire.
You feel what I'm saying? Hold on, before you show it.
Okay.
Mr. Miami, yo, you gotta feel what I'm saying. Like before anyone else think about it. Like I know it ain't settled in yet. In all our lives of watching football, I know we've seen players play hurt and all kind of shit, right?
Yeah.
But you ever seen a quarterback play hurt in what 3 playoff games and win a Super Bowl?
Yeah.
And get hurt in the same game?
Yeah.
Man, come on, for against a weak ass opponent. Bro, that was a weak ass opponent he played, bro, on a fucked up ankle and won.
Yep. Sure did.
And we supposed to accept like this shit is real. Like, man, that shit is not real, man.
Facts.
I don't know how they did it. They finessed the Super Bowl out of everybody, bro.
Sure did, bro. This came across the wire tonight.
Some good news.
So
Lamar signing with the Dolphins.
Nope. So T. Higgins, they're working it out. T. Higgins to the Packers. We'll find out what they're giving up.
Oh, so that's bad news for you, bro. So that means Aaron Rodgers staying.
We're gonna find out in 10 days.
Joke's on you. They get Higgins. Aaron Rodgers ain't going nowhere.
And I'll say it again. Atlanta, Carolina.
Hey, I'm telling you, bro.
I said this is how I look
Atlanta,
at it.
Carolina.
Real talk. 40% he stays. 35% he retires, because if he does, he really sticks it to the Packers. Because if he retires, $100 million cap hit, bro, and Green Bay will not recover from that shit.
He got money. He got the State Farm commercials. It ain't about money. He need a championship. So now, if they're trading for T. Higgins, they're not trading for T. Higgins for Jordan fucking Love. They're trading him for Aaron Rodgers.
That's what I just said. I said 40% he stays, 35%
ain't no 40.
25% he'll get traded.
It's 100% he stays if T. Higgins gets traded there. That's what I'm telling you. Listen to me, fool. I'll never steer you wrong.
I am listening to you.
Trying to tell you.
Oh, that's why T. Higgins is on the block.
All right. Let me make my next year prediction. Like I told you last year that Tua was going to ball.
Yeah, you did. But what I'm trying to tell you guys here is that they don't want to pay T. Higgins. That's why T. Higgins is on the block.
Dang.
And what I'm telling you is if he gets traded to the Packers, Aaron Rodgers is staying. So Jordan Love is not going to play.
I understand that. No. Because again, the whole AFC, the whole NFC South, the Redskins, I don't know, Arizona wants to phase the little Buddha out, if you didn't hear that story. Yeah, I said this the other night. Arizona, the word on the street is they're going to tank this year and try to get my boy at USC and just release
Buddha's out of there?
Yeah, they don't want the owner hates him. The new GM called him out.
So let me ask you, if he gets released, is he released out of that contract that says he can't play baseball?
Yes.
So he's gonna go play baseball.
I think so too.
Who would trade for him?
Boy, I tell you, the Redskins. Anybody who's a black quarterback, the Redskins are always the top candidate. I'm dead serious.
Hey, coach, you know the offensive coordinator for the Philadelphia Eagles?
He's going to Indianapolis.
He's going to Arizona.
He's going to take the Arizona job?
There's a possibility.
I wouldn't touch that. You saw what Brian Flores did last week, bro. They was gift wrapping him the job. He said, "You know what? Fuck you. I'm going to Minnesota, coach defense for a year or two."
Oh, so he's a D coordinator at Minnesota. I thought he was a head coach.
And that shit was funny. My man told the GM, "Look, your defense sucks. You get me 6 DBs off the street, and I'll guarantee you have a winning defense."
Talking about Jonathan Gannon might be going to Arizona.
Yeah, man. I'm still laughing. Nobody wants that job, man.
I was gonna ask you.
Arizona, period.
Do you think Flores would have been a better hire for the 49ers instead of your boy?
Van Wilkes? I think Wilkes got
you know
hired.
What I'm talking about,
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I think Wilkes got hired because Carolina was killing niggas at the end of the year, bro. And everybody noticed that shit. That defense was fucking balling under him.
Brutal.
Yeah, they were damn good, bro. Then the other side, I think the Niners would have hired Flores, but I don't think Flores fits them. You understand what I'm saying, Tess?
Yeah, you're right.
Because Flores is a no bullshit guy. We know that. I mean, I told these guys last year, Tess, he wasn't up here at the time. I told all these guys, bro, Flores is from the worst place you can be from, bro. Him and his crew, when they sitting on the bench in the Brownsville Projects, they eating 4 chicken wings and pork fried rice, bro, drinking 40s.
Ugh.
That's how niggas do it in New York, bro. And he's in Brooklyn. Bro, he's not fucking with you, bro. That's why he told the GM what he told him. When I read that shit, I was laughing my ass off, bro. Me and Shake Money was laughing earlier today. I said, that's Flores, bro. He's that brass to tell you that shit too, bro. Like I said, when Herbert threw that laser beam touchdown to put that game in overtime, the last game of the year on NBC against the Raiders last year, that's when Stephen Ross said, I don't want to hear this nigga no more. He's fired. That's exactly what happened the next day. What's up, nephew? That boy in the building. What do you think about that, Dad? The Bengals don't want to, the word is the Bengals don't want to pay T. Higgins, bro. There's the trade rumor right there, bro.
That's when
They're
I
in
actually pour
talks.
gasoline on my shoes.
There you go.
That's
T. Higgins
78th
to
and
the
24th
Packers.
Avenue in Miami.
What do you think about that, Dak? You can come up if you want. The link is right there, family. Yeah, bro. Test left. There he is. Yo, bro. Again. And I test is right. They get T. Higgins, bro. Rodgers ain't going nowhere. Rodgers is like, what? Bygones be bygones. Fuck that. Shit.
You still going up there?
If Rodgers is there,
Uh-huh.
no, I'll be back where I belong, out in Seattle. Me and I test will be going at it.
Like
Get
WWE.
your head kicked in.
Now, if I'm Seattle,
Rock
real
bottom
talk,
him.
if I'm Seattle, bro, if Gino's asking for too much, shit, I'll trade that. I'll let that nigga go to the Redskins. I'll go get Jordan Love for a third rounder, bro.
That's another Florida boy. To my to my Geno Smith. He another Florida boy.
Yo,
Man, get Gino the fuck out of here, man.
we'll get Geno Allen Smith. Yo, I test. You have to admit, they had the Niners beat that game, bro. It was about to go up 24-16 late in the third quarter. He fumbled the football, and then the Niners just took off in that game, bro. When Geno fumbled at the 5, that game was over, bro.
That's what he do, fool.
Yeah.
That's what Gino do, bro. Did it down here when he was playing at the West.
Miami of the West. High
I'm
school.
surprised he still lives. I didn't know he's from South Florida. He still lives it.
He's
like
from
from
South
right
Florida.
here, bro. We all played against each other. Like our schools are like top schools in the nation, bro. Like I played at Central, played at the West. Other niggas played at Jackson. Other niggas played at Carroll City. Now you got Booker T. These are powerhouses, bro.
Miami Senior.
Miami Senior, South Ridge, American. Come on, bro. Breed monsters for
the new breed. So I came out in 90.
Bosa boys.
I know, bro. All the niggas from down here, Bosa's.
Yeah.
All kind of monsters, fool.
Come on, the Bosa brothers. I think they from down here.
Yeah, their father played for the Dolphins.
Yeah.
Both of them went to St. Thomas Aquinas.
Also got
like
they got a house. They come.
No, go ahead, Tess.
No, that's right. No, they got a house around here somewhere.
Like Isaac Bruce, he from down here.
Miami, half the league is from down
fucking,
there.
Irvin Fryer.
Yeah.
Tony Martin.
Yeah. And,
Michael Irvin.
Brett Perriman.
Willis McGahee.
I'm going to throw a curveball. Mitch Richmond.
Yeah.
Antonio Brown.
Michael.
Tony. What?
What's that quarterback name for the Cleveland Browns? That a black quarterback the Dolphins used to have.
I know who you're talking about. He's in Cleveland this year. That was Parcells' baby. Yeah, I know who you're talking about. He'll come back to me his name.
I still can't believe they drafted Pat White.
It got laid out. We see him
Still
no
can't
more.
believe. I still can't believe they passed up on Matt Ryan for Jake Long. You know, it's crazy when they did.
I'll make a prediction right now. Remember what I tell you about lineage, right? I respect lineage.
Yep.
Like when somebody's a junior or something, bro, guess what junior is coming out?
Which one? I know Joey Porter.
Joey Porter's son, and he played cornerback.
I heard he's damn good, bro. Looks just like his daddy.
I'm all for it. You know he gonna be hitting something. So
I agree.
yeah.
Mark Cooper, he from down here.
You saw Santi Samuel.
Yeah.
You saw that little nigga. That nigga had 3 picks in a playoff game. Oh man.
In the first half, and they still lost.
Come on, boy. They snake bitten.
27-0, and he still lose, bro. So if all quarterback sunshine.
And it was like, and it wasn't like no one was shocked. It was like, damn, that shit always happens to the Chargers. It doesn't matter who the quarterback is, who the coach is. God, that shit used to happen to Schottenheimer.
Yep, all the time.
Schottenheimer, he never won
all the time, bro.
Last game he ever coached.
Loaded team,
Yep.
I'm talking about loaded rosters, great seasons, nothing. That better not be Shanahan, bro. I wrote an article about that. Yeah.
Take that back. Martin Schottenheimer
better not be.
Playoff game.
He won playoff games. He never got to the bowl.
Yeah, it was against I think he got beat by Buffalo. It was like 30-10. Joe Montana got laid out.
Yep, that was a cold day in Orchard Park, 1993.
Yep. 30 years ago.
Yep.
We was in that home.
Last time the Bills went to a Super Bowl.
Yeah. Well, I was angry that day. Something about that Dolphin Stadium. We gotta get some holy water or something. Is it Jacoby? Jacoby.
Brissett.
Yeah.
He's from West Palm.
West Palm Beach.
Yeah. That's Parcells' boy. Parcells told Belichick, take him. Ready to check out, bro?
I said, give me about I'll say about another 15. If I say about 30, about 30 more minutes, 30 more minutes.
Are you serious?
Or 10 more minutes.
You got it. I'll give you 10, bro. I'm out of it, bro. Thank you, the eye test.
Yeah,
oh,
I
that's
can
back.
tell.
Chaos Reigns up here. What's up, bro?
That's good.
Sound great, by the way. Good mic.
Oh, you got a new mic?
Your mic sounds booming. That's good, bro.
Well, on my computer, little laptop, so it should sound perfect.
There you go. You do sound perfect. Yeah. Happy belated New Year to you. How you doing, bro?
I'm good. So football's over now.
It is over for now. As I said,
for now, until August again. And a lot of questions about how this team got there because they think it was rigged. I was watching a thing on Snapchat, especially with Kansas City playing the Bengals. I think was it the Bengals.
Oh, tonight was the Eagles.
No, Eagles. Before they played Eagles, the team.
Yeah, the Bengals, yes, for the championship.
Yeah, and a lot of things that they could have did, they did not do. And to find out now, this is the first time in NFL history they got 2 alleged black quarterbacks battling for the championship.
I told my mother about it.
And I said alleged because we follow the 1 drop rule here in America in regards. So. Like I said, you're not gonna see this again in like another couple of years, maybe a decade or so. Again, on this again.
I think Kansas City done.
One thing I will tell you though, Chaos.
Mm-hmm.
I know this is gonna surprise you a little bit. I think the league is going to grow to more black quarterbacks.
Well, you know, Mace, we always had black quarterbacks. It's just once you get to the NFL, I'll say this. Times don't change much here in America because it's always been racist. But we all know that
I agree with
black players could play quarterback position, but they give us the illusion of the stigmas of the performance of black quarterbacks, and they play just as good, even better. If you look at most of the college ones that won the Pro Bowls, I guarantee there's a lot of them now. It's creeping that there's a lot of black quarterbacks as much as the white ones.
Yeah, it's getting there.
So in the NFL, it's always, you know, problematic because let's be honest, we dominate in few genres of sports: football, basketball, and I can't name anything else. But
soccer.
You get and what?
Soccer.
And soccer, you say?
Yes.
I didn't know that. Well, but the point is this: we're there. We could play these positions and play them very well. So, you know, seeing this happen, I didn't watch all, but I saw highlights of it. But, you know, so it got to come to a point, Mace. You got to find a way to sneak in some of these games. You know, it's like show one clip and then go back and talk, and then show and talk like a brief couple seconds. You know, so make the channel more, you know, intriguing. You get me? Because, you know, at times they can't hit you if you play more than a minute. It's impossible. You get me? Very impossible. That's why you always got to look at when you about to show something. You always want to have your clock ready, and then stop, and then just pause it. You know, I'm gonna figure out for you, man. Trust me, I'll figure out for you. So you know how you could get away with that. You know, so make it more interesting. Yeah, if when I make the time, but overall, you know, football's done. New champs. You know, his second championship. How many championships Kansas City got?
I they got
3.
Oh, they got 3.
Yeah, 3 and 3 in Super Bowls.
Was it Joe Montana play one time for the Kansas City Chiefs back in the 90s?
Yep, back in the 90s.
I know he won a couple in San Francisco, right?
Yes,
the 49ers.
So until he won like four champions?
Yep, never lost.
In the Super Bowl, right?
Yep.
So he won 3 for the 49ers and 1 with the Kansas City Chiefs.
4 with the 49ers.
He won. He got 4 on 49ers.
Yeah, all 4 with the 49ers. The 80s was Joe Montana's time.
Okay. And then 1 with Kansas City.
Oh, he never won with Kansas City. Mahomes won twice with Kansas City.
So only 2 times Kansas City won championship?
They won 3. They won in Super Bowl 4. And they didn't get back until 3 years ago when Mahomes won the first one.
And then when Joe Montana came here and got in the playoffs, he got spanked in 2 playoff games. And that's when he retired.
Okay.
When he came down to South Florida by Marino and the Dolphins.
In his career. That's
why we call ourselves the Legend Killer.
No.
RKO.
Yep. That is true.
Like Randy Orton in the Hulk Hogan's career to my RKO.
Chaos, I'm gonna throw you a bone, man.
Okay.
Because every time you come up here, you either call like tonight, you're coming when I was about to close up, but I'm gonna throw you a bone.
Okay.
What did you think about the Brooklyn Nets breaking up that team?
It was time. We talked about this.
Yes, we did.
Over
2 years
summertime.
ago.
Okay. Yeah, and we did talk about months ago of last year too. Remember?
Yes.
Because of the move they made to get Ben Simmons. And as you know, if they remove one of those top players, you obviously know the next player is going to be on move as well. And really, truly, they got really what they want because they wanted 5 first-round draft picks.
Yes, they got 4.
Now, mind you, there's a top player right now that they say he might go. He might enlist himself in the league. I forgot what. I think it's like 7'1" or something. I don't know. I thought it was easy. Yeah. So imagine if you have 5 first-round picks and you now going to tank your season, which is going to be tanking anyway, because think about it. Once you get rid of those two, one star, obviously next star is not going to really keep up and make the playoffs. So obviously shipping both of them out, I project that they're going to have very much a poor losing season, which puts them in a good position for the lottery, but there's no guarantee. Like I said,
they're 13 games over 500, and they're undefeated since Kyrie left.
Okay, but now they got rid of Kevin Durant too.
Yeah, and they've won 2 since he's been gone.
But you got to understand, the whole premise when you start to ship out your players is you're in the process of rebuilding.
Of course, I know that.
So really, what's the best way to rebuild? You try to hope to shoot for the top 3 to number 1 overall pick.
Yeah, but those are all locked up, and the Nets are 20 games ahead of San Antonio, Houston, and Charlotte, and Detroit. They're 20 games ahead.
Okay, I mean, but the point I'm saying is, I'm not saying they're going to try to say, all right, we're going to start losing games because, my thing is this. You make moves to hopefully get better moves down the line. You get me? Now, Ben Simmons has how many more years in his contract? 3 more after this season?
Yeah, 3 or 2.
So what they're going to do now, they're going to see the overall ending of this season, and they're going to try to attempt to see if they can move him.
That is a fact. Or they may buy him.
Come here. No, they're not going to buy him. They got to move him. And trust somebody will take him. Because
LeBron been wanting them for years.
Well, LeBron's going to he's not going to really play again. And because think about it, he's 38 by turn 39 and this year. And he already broke the record of all-time leading scorer now. Like Wilt Chamberlain. I mean, it was Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Anything less than that is his direction, because they say he's going to stay in LA because he's trying to do movies and shit. But I'm thinking, screw that. You're still able to play. You at least got 1 more year of that body to really try to contend. And the Lakers right now, regardless of what you see, because who they got in the trade? They got somebody in trade, right? Lakers, right?
The only big name they got in all these trades was kid what was there before, the lefty. Oh, he was just in Minnesota.
Oh, you mean I know you're talking about
used to be in Brooklyn.
Yeah. I know you're talking about. I'm trying to remember. Not it's my mind. D'Angelo Russell.
There you go. That was
but
the biggest name they got in all these trades.
Yeah, but that's not going to shift them in the West now, because the West now they're still strong regardless what the Lakers moves they made. And here's why. I know we're off topic because football's over. Y'all know we know who won, but we're going to talk a little bit basketball, just a little bit. Think about this.
Great, go to bed.
Think about this.
You're good.
I'm not sure where they are in stands.
Lakers right now 13th.
Their overall premise is if there's anything that is competing to potentially put yourself into maybe run for a championship, it's a bust. And here's why. You made the moves, but listen, really, LeBron, especially knows that that's not enough. And it's not insufficient enough, especially in the division he's in with Phoenix Suns. Golden State Warriors, I think.
I'm going to tell you.
And mind you, Phoenix Suns now got another star player. So now they're actually in good position to get back out the West again if there's no injuries on the Western Conference.
Phoenix?
Yes.
Well, remember, KD ain't coming back for another 2 weeks, and they have to gel.
Yeah, but what injury he has? What injury does KD
have? His knee. Couple weeks ago. He's been out for over a month.
As long as his knee not ripped, he could play.
So how come he hasn't been playing the last month?
Well, the last month you think about Mace is because of preparing him to trade him away.
You really believe that?
Yes.
So the team that went 18-2, and then Kyrie lays that bombshell a week and a half ago that he wants out.
Well, he always wanted out because they're not going to give him no extension.
I know that, but my point is,
so they're not giving an extension. Really, truly, this is how I think. And Curry should have asked for out because they're going to move him anyway. In my opinion, they was waiting for the right opportunity, the right contenders, and they told him up front that they're going to move him anyway. Because think about it, They signed a contract. When he signed a contract with the Brooklyn Nets, this is the word on the street that's going on. That it's promised that when they win a championship, they might think of a future longer extension. But they did not get nowhere near to that direction.
Exactly.
So
they only won one round in 4 years.
Yeah. So what? Remember, that was all signed and facilitated when they made the deal with Kyrie when they sat him down. That was the direction they want to take, because they were going to bring him and potentially get another star player. Because that's why they moved the cap space. Remember, 4 years ago. And lo and behold, they were able to get KD. Now, mind you, New York Knicks could have signed KD, but the problem with New York is they don't want to take a risk on another injured player, like they did with Stoudemire, and what they did with Tracy McGrady when they traded and got him. They could not afford to give somebody overmax contract and know saying he could potentially might not be the same in the next couple of years because of the Achilles. Because the Achilles injury is the most lethal injury. Very few players recover from that. KD is the second player to recover from Achilles torn. The first one that recovered from it and still had a great career was Dominic Wilkins. No player doesn't want no Achilles ripped out of their foot. If you got injured, you could kiss your productivity and your career goodbye. I don't care how many good doctors you have. Because think about it. There are many countless players that got their Achilles tear, right? And I'm gone. I don't know which doctor will perform, but it tells you the most high possibility of you recovering is very slim. It's one of the injuries you don't want to have as a basketball player. And we know all the players that got the injury, the ones that are still present, still playing NBA, but their productivity went down.
I just know this. Denver is way ahead of the pack. We're going to have Dallas and Denver Wednesday night up here. And Dallas looks real good with Kyrie and Luka together. That is scary with those.
Are they playing on the same, like, or is it like he's gonna be? Who are they playing as the same starters?
They were bringing Kyrie off the bench, but they realized that so far Kyrie has been unstoppable in the West. So they're just.
Is he a starter or a bench player?
He was a bench player, but now he's a starter with Luka.
So I mean,
they realized
Luka's playing shooting guard then.
No, Kyrie is. I was just trying to tell you.
But that's
Dallas.
Dallas
Didn't realize how good Kyrie is. They found out very quickly, and right now, tell you, Dallas is going to be a real force in the West. I don't know about Phoenix. I think Phoenix has to gel. And remember, Chris Paul, Booker, and KD always get hurt. You don't know. That's all three of them injury waiting to happen.
Mm-hmm.
So, Blowfish in the building.
My biggest issue is because Kyrie's playing a position, you got to understand the size of the West. You get me?
Yeah.
That's my biggest concern is the size of the West. And not saying that them two playing the side is not no problem, but when it goes, as you progress further in the season, even going down playoffs, these matchups going to really matter, in my opinion.
Well, it depends on who they match up with.
Because think about it. All right, Luka's the point guard and Kyrie's two guard, right?
Yeah.
I mean, and mind you, if you remember in the playoffs when Luka was playing against the Golden State Warriors, you know what really killed him? Is when they had to make him play defense. Now you brought another player, two players that don't play defense that well. That means you have to score and you had to keep a certain percentage up because you're going to be giving up a lot of points. And when it really boils down the stretch, you can't afford to really slip up down the stretch. You got to be clutch all the way because you're not going to be able to stop nobody. That's my biggest concern with the Dallas Mavericks.
Yeah, I agree, but look at the West right now. Do it right now.
Mm-hmm.
Sacramento, ahead in the Pacific. Sacramento's a good young.
Yeah, I've been hearing Sacramento lately on another platform that they're doing very well. Surprisingly, Doing very
Well,
well.
they finally got a good coach, but they listen to. I'm looking at the West right now. Denver's won. They got a 4.5 game lead on Memphis. Memphis is 2. Kings of 3. They got a 6.5 game lead on them. And then here's your problem. Mavericks 8.5 out.
What's up, Dark Sophie's?
Suns
That boy.
8.5 out. Clippers 9 out. Pelicans 10 out. Minnesota 10 out. Warriors 10.5 out. Then the Thunder is 11 out. Portland and the Jazz 11.5 out, and that's the 11th and 12th seeds. And then the Lakers, the 13th seed, is 13 out. My point I'm trying to make is Denver's ran away with it. Now, in this Western Conference, can beat that team. And they're not going to be easy to beat.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to be tough to beat.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm looking at these teams all bundled up, but at the end of the night, who do you give the best chance to beat them? Phoenix? Clippers? I would give New Orleans a chance once the fat bastard comes back. He puts down Mama's fried chicken and go out there and play.
Come on, man, let the man eat that mama. Come on, man, let the man eat his mama's fried chicken.
I don't think this is Golden State's year. I'm gonna do the Lakers.
No. Go say stop repeating. It's doubtful that they're gonna repeat now because the moves the West made. And like I said, for Golden State to really show any promise now, regardless of their record, is like I said, a lot of players have to be very injured at the right time before the playoffs start to give Golden State that advantage. If no one gets hurt, it's gonna make it more harder because think about this. You're gonna play against Phoenix now. You're gonna play against KD. That means you only got 2 stars: Curry, Clay. Draymond cannot deal with anybody. There's another all-star if it's 2 battling 2. Too much work. No one's gonna really give many oppositions. Now they got some other potential stars, but they're not really stars. They're like role players. Like you gotta deal with a stretch when you're playing a 48-minute 7-game series with firepower. It's a problem. And I think Golden State will probably muster up when it comes to certain teams that if they might have to match up, it might be a problem. You get me? Besides, if they keep healthy, that's not a factor. But really, when people repeat, it's things have put in your favor to possibly repeat. And right now, the moves that the West made, it's going to give Golden State a little bit trouble, Unless
I totally agree with that. Let me ask you this before we get out of here tonight.
All right, cool.
I'm looking at Phoenix right now.
All right.
They're 8.5 out. They're 5th.
Out of the playoffs?
They're 8.5 out first.
Yeah, that's how bad they are. Oh,
they're no. They're 8.5 out of first place for seeding. That's the point I was trying to make to you a couple minutes ago. I think in the West, the seedings are going to be the more interesting than anything else.
Okay.
I think that who finishes, if you can catch the Grizzlies, I think you're in good shape.
Okay.
If you can't catch the Grizzlies, and the Grizzlies got, let me put my mic over here. Grizzlies got a brutal schedule.
Okay.
In the West, the team that has the easiest schedule moving forward is Denver. I'm looking at the teams right now. In the East, I think Miami and the Knicks will move up and Brooklyn will come down. I do see that. I think the Knicks made a great trade the other day.
Yeah, I heard Knicks got somebody from what team? I think it's Memphis.
The Trailblazers.
Who they got?
Josh Hart reunited with his best friend Jalen Brunson. They were championship backcourt together at Villanova.
Okay.
Brunson
and he's a small forward shooting guard.
Yeah, and Brunson.
Brunson point guard. And his teammate that was in Villanova, what position he played?
He's the shooting guard now. But
Okay.
he's more of a defensive specialist. And then you got
The Knicks, and any person that could defend well will work well in Tim Thibodeau's.
Exactly. And then the kid that they just gave the money to, what's his name? RJ Barrett. He's the small forward, and you got Randall, and then the center Robinson.
Oh, good. They moved RJ to the small forward. Good position. Yeah, he needs to stay in small position, small forward.
And I think the Knicks will improve. I do. I think the Knicks will.
I'll tell you one thing. What it will do for RJ, because this guy is a more defensive guard. If he can make some threes, even better.
Well, when the Knicks announced the other day, this is good news for Knicks fans, that they will go after a superstar player in the offseason because they got so much draft capital. They can do it.
Okay.
So they just gave Portland their number one to get Josh Hart. I was happy about it because I'm a Trailblazer fan, but I understand where the Knicks are coming from. I took a lot of chaos from the Miami Heat fan, because I was trying to tell the Miami fan that he's a perfect Pat Riley player. They didn't want to hear it because the Miami Heat fan only cares about star power, typical South Floridian sports fan. Mm-hmm. And they don't understand that guy could have helped them in a big spot like Tyler Hero can play defense in the clutch.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no.
So,
exactly.
The Knicks, they're a lot better team now with adding Josh Hart. And it's Brunson's buddy. Brunson's having a monster year. Jalen Brunson, you can argue, is one of the best free agent signings in years for any team. Real talk.
Yeah, I was wondering, Jalen Brunson, can he play for Villanova? Did Villanova win a championship?
Yeah, with him, yeah.
I remember when they made the last shot to win the game. Was Brunson on that team?
I think he was on that team, yeah.
I'm gonna have to double check that, because if he was playing on a winning team, it makes sense that he's playing well. Cause remember, you must understand, Mace. And I want you to close out because it's almost 3 hour mark. We got a few minutes for 3 hour mark. Jalen Brunson has proven to play on tough arenas and even on tough teams, and has to know what it takes to really win it all. Remember, from his progression as a rookie up to his third or fourth season in the NBA, I think, even playing for a few teams, the Dallas Mavericks, when he played for them last season, right, it's shown proof that he knows what it takes to play in intense battles. You get me? And that's what Knicks need. They need that type of player. So, and remember, his father worked for Knicks. So when they went out to find free agency and decide what they were going to do, they could have gotten Donovan Mitchell, which is an all-star player this year, right?
But the Knicks was.
But see, the problem is why they didn't go ahead, because the Knicks direction they're going now is they want to be cautious and move better in regards to pick up certain players, because they don't want to keep going through this repeat of trying to cash in on a player that says I need to get paid full, and all of a sudden he has a track record of injuriness, or once he gets paid or whatever, he's not going to perform like he should be. The only person that really performed to his contract capability, to my opinion, in the last decade was Carmelo Anthony. Personally. Everybody else that they signed, they don't really show and prove. Something always happens. And it started with what's his name? The small forward shooting guard from Knicks back in 2000s. What's his name?
It wasn't
Allen Houston.
Yeah.
When it signed him to the max contract, the most ever in New Knicks history at that time. I think it was $100 million at that time. Back then. He only had one great season where I think he could have been an all-star, or he might have been an all-star. And after that, his career just went downhill with this simple knee injury. And it went straight downhill. You know what I mean?
Yeah, listen.
So personally, that's why the Knicks, even up to this point now, if they, and mind you, the owner is an asshole. He doesn't know enough about basketball. He don't really care about basketball. He don't want to invest in basketball. So he just leave the responsibility to the people that he hired to, make this team play up to par.
Yeah, but I'm gonna defend Jimmy Dolan with you right now. He may not know basketball. You know what? He gave you guys an unlimited budget to get whoever you want.
He did now. But remember,
smart move.
Years ago, but remember, it takes more money. It's like, remember when his father ran it. His father, you gotta have understand, respect, and love the game. You get me? Because you look at the Knicks when his father ran it, they won 2 championships back in the 70s, and they pick up Patrick Ewing, which they still were on verge of not only going to playoffs every year, but putting some position to potentially win the championship. While Patrick was still a New York Knicks player. Ever since his father gave the baton to his son back at 1999, the team went. You get me?
I'm listening to every word you're saying.
Because you had to have a respect and love. Remember, we had this conversation where he's more eager to invest and put more eager to the hockey team than the basketball team. Remember that?
Yeah.
Because you had to be on, you have to love what you do, and that means you have to love the teams or what you're running and controlling. You have to put more passion than anything else. If not, I don't care how much money you put into something, it's still gonna be garbage at the end of the day. I'm sorry.
By the way, Brunson and Josh Hart was on that title team.
Very good. So
and this kid, I know he's in the NBA right now. I think he's on the Warriors. Dante DiVincenzo. I know he's in the NBA. I think he plays for the Warriors now.
Mm-hmm.
Those 3 won together.
Okay.
So
like I said, in conclusion to all this, Mace, that your owner's got to have as much passion than just the money he put into the team. If he's not, your team's not going to go far. And it's proven evident because he been owner for over 23, going on 24 effing years, and his team has not lived up to its performance in over 20 years. And now
last night,
and now we're approaching 50 years since Knicks did not even win a title.
Yeah, this is the 50th anniversary.
50 is a 50 years now.
Yeah,
since 1973.
Yeah,
that's 5 decades.
I told people last night, but one thing with the Knicks, but they were one of the worst teams, probably the worst team in sports this century.
Yeah,
they were really bad.
Yeah, you went to all prominence up until the end of the 90s, beginning on 2000, and became the worst in over 23 motherfucking years, bro.
Facts.
That is not something to be
brag
honest.
about.
That should be shame.
I agree.
Because think about it, when people talk about sports, there's only 2 sports people really focus the most, and I'm keeping it real with you because we from the East Coast: basketball or baseball. That's it. Well, and maybe football, depending on how good the team does every year. We'll throw football, but mostly the team that really show prominence that people really want to anticipate is baseball, the Yankees. Second, that maybe Knicks, and maybe the New York Giants. Maybe I can't speak about the Jets.
Always.
Yeah.
It's a good city rocks.
And think about it, the New York Giants won more championships than the Knicks. You get me?
Yeah,
but it's still not looked at as any popularity, unfortunately. Because how we know? I know because people will start talking about football than basketball, than anything else in New York. But they're not. When people really want to get at Jerry Russ, they said New York Knicks basketball. We want to see some basketball. That's it.
That's it.
So Jay Don, if he's smart, get this team back and promise. There's no excuse.
I think the Knicks are in the right direction.
They're good. They're good right now. They're good right now. And right now, this pickup is gonna make them a playoff team.
I agree.
And if it lets them in the playoffs, I'm gonna be shocked. And don't get me wrong, if they make the playoffs, I say, listen, if you don't make the playoffs, then you better hope that the draft picks that you save or gotten from any trade, that you better hope you put yourself in a good position in that ping pong that maybe if luck goes the way it does, that you get first round pick if you don't make the playoffs. If anything else. Anything less than that, you better hope that and pray that moving forward, you better get a star player. If you don't get anything good from that ping pong.
I would agree with that for the Knicks. It's time for them. It's time for them to trade some of those goddamn picks and go get a big time player.
I mean, I'll say this, Mace. Everything is yearly basis with the Knicks, and I think this is the best move they could take it now. They should go by a yearly basis of how the team progress, and then decide if they should invest money to make a move to get a big player. And I'm not sure which big player they can get in the offseason personally, because I'm not sure who's on the paper. Do you know?
I had it up, bro. I'm gonna keep it real with you. Matter of fact, let me do this for you. I do owe you that. Then I'm going to bed, bro.
Yeah,
do this for you real
I
quick.
got you back here too. Yeah.
Do this real quick. I got a lot of pushback from the Miami Heat fans when I told them the free agent list.
All right, let's see it.
I think they're out of their damn minds, bro. All right, here you go.
You gonna share the
Free
screen?
agents: Westbrook, Chris Middleton, Harden, Kyrie, Porzingis, Russell, Nick Vukovic, who I like a lot from my squad, Draymond Green.
Are you looking at a list on your computer? Any way you can share this? Can I take a look? If possible. If possible.
Late, man. I'm gonna go to bed, bro.
I know. I'm pushing Mason. I was saying it's
Damn,
good for
bro.
the people, for the YouTube. All right, let me catch it on my head. All right, repeat that. You got Chris
I'm gonna
Middleton.
show it to you right now, and then I'm out of here, bro.
All right, cool. Mm-hmm. Let's take a look. Oh damn!
Come on,
I got
man.
some.
There you go. Get this
I hate those
bullshit
advertisements.
promo. Get this bullshit. Let's buy out of here. There we go. X this out.
Okay. All right.
Westbrook, Chris
Okay.
Middleton, Harden, Kyrie, Porzingis. I'm gonna skip Kevin Love and D'Angelo Russell, Vukovic, Draymond Green, Fred VanVleet, Harrison Barnes, Jeremy Grant, who's having a monster year in Portland right now, and he told him he's not going to resign. Bojan Bogdanovic, Karis LeVert, Gary Trent Jr., Malik Beasley. I'm gonna skip Christian Wood.
Okay, I know who that is.
Kyle Kuzma, Jordan Clarkson, Kelly Oubre, Dylan Brooks from Memphis. What else? One more name I saw.
Tyler Apoteco, Vector Abadico.
Yeah, Oladipo, Jay Crowder, Jacob Patel. He's good. Just getting new guys who are good. Find one more. But that's my point. You got all these guys that are going to be available, and a lot of these guys are in their prime.
I think Chris Middleton will make sense because he did win championship with Giannis, and he's proven. I mean, I'm not sure if he has knee injuries. Cause I think they had.
He does. He just came back from a major knee injury, bro.
Oh, that's what I don't like about. Is he in his 30s now?
Should be, yeah, like 31.
That's the problem with the free agent with the Knicks is like you take a risk. A person that's
Jalen Brunson was a grand slam for you.
Yeah, but Jalen Brunson don't have no serious injury. He's like in his 20s.
That's true, and some of these guys are in their upper 20s now, but it's not because of injury why these guys are free. The reason why these guys are going to be free because these are guys that they're good players. They're not great players.
Chris Porzingis, he used to be a Knick, wasn't he?
Yep.
I don't know. I don't see him playing for the Knicks again though. Because one time that he asked to be leaving New York. To him, go back to New York Knicks, like I don't know.
I don't think so. I think the Knicks gonna go get a big name. You guys gotta look around and see teams who suck but got good players.
Yeah.
On that note,
all right, that's it.
Chat,
thank you, Mace. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Yeah, you know, I owed you that one, bro.
All right, cool.
I'll see you Wednesday night for NBA night up here, bro.
Yeah, I'm gonna call it a night.
I'll check you out, man. Everybody in the chat, thank you for being here. The last person in the clouds. Appreciate you. It's I think 20 in the morning. It is Eastern time. I'll see you guys. I'll see you guys tomorrow. And then I'll take Tuesday off. Then I'll be back Wednesday night for the NBA and the association. Remember the doubleheader. Cleveland's at Philly, 7 o'clock Eastern. Up here is now on ESPN. And then the late game is Dallas at Denver. That's now on ESPN either. The ESPN game is Miami at the Nets. And somebody is at the Lakers on Wednesday night on ESPN. So that's your ESPN games Wednesday night. My games are Cleveland and Philly and Dallas at Denver. Philadelphia Eagles was robbed tonight with Super Bowl Kansas City, your new Super Bowl champions. Thank you to you, Chaos, for being up here. Miami, I love you, bro. Sean, if you listen, I love you. Playing Madden at this time of night.
Love you too, Coach.
Good night from the Oasis, everybody. Thank you for being here.
I'm out, Coach.
I'm out too, man. Good night, everybody.